Hello, everybody. Say hello,
Hello.
players. And thank you all for joining us today. We are Yes and Dragons, an actual play improv troupe broadcasting live on Fridays from Chicago's Role Players Guild in beautiful Rogers Park, Chicago. So, I've been considering doing this other thing now at the beginning of streams where I just give like a little Chicago fact. Like a little thing, just a little tidbit about the city, the wonderful, frankly, unbelievably great city of Chicago. Um, uh, this week, I got my Chicago fact from a Reddit user named Lord Rat. That's LORDRATT, so like the band, and no space. So, did you guys know that there are deed protected cow paths built through some skyscrapers in the loop? Did you know that? Did anybody know that?
It feels relevant to Shibble.
Yeah,
I
it does.
appreciate
This-
that.
yeah. So it was a result of a very confusing series of 19th century real estate deals that I actually I tried to follow them, and there's a lot of conjecture about who was involved and why, and even what the people's jobs or anything was. But what they're called today the Willard Jones Cowpath. This is a set of actual doors at either end of skyscrapers on the ground, through which there is a path built for cows to traverse while grazing. And that was established as a result of these very confusing real estate deals. And
So if I have a cow, do they legally have to let me through this path?
I don't think that's quite how it is. Although I feel like you could make an interesting argument. Depends on how much how much time do you want to spend in court on this? But yeah, no. If you were, I assume they would allow you to actually take a cow through, probably, because I mean it's literally like deeded into the land, or into the ownership of the land, that this is for this purpose. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if you get on the Patreon, we will rent a cow and take it through Chicago.
You heard her.
Or at least
I
encourage
stand
it
by
and
that.
extend a Shibble hat. Like, this is my cow.
Oh my
Let me
god.
through.
Oh my god. That's where Shibble went to the back rooms.
The cow
The cow
path.
A
path
random Chicago building.
in the loop. It's the wellness loop.
Oh no!
Oh no! It all
Vescarre
comes
is
together.
actually Chicago.
Makes sense now.
Okay, so that is this week's Chicago Fact. Thank you, Lord Rat, for giving us that wonderful little tidbit. And now I'm going to say, welcome to Vescarre, where miracles are paywalled, debt has a security team, and print is so fine it cuts.
Nice.
Let's go to the intro song if we can. All right, everybody. So, shall we cover the summary of last session?
Boy, so much happened.
So much. I have a little list of bullet points if we want to go over that, or you guys could.
I know Cordelia met maybe an angel, question mark? Or maybe a devil, or hallucinated that.
She'll be the angel to your devil. Yeah, no. So Cordelia had a meeting with Marilla, and had an uneasy interaction in that time, and sort of got the impression that something might be off, and there might be like I don't know, just something weird and vaguely like threateningly religious. Vaguely. You guys theorized that that was maybe something like angel-like. I did. Morella did say, "Don't be afraid." It was in direct response to Cordelia being afraid, so take that with a grain of salt. But that did happen, yeah. And then she came back and told you guys about that, and then what happened?
Let's see. Sam's getting sued by a second corporation at the same time.
Yeah, that's fun.
And also, God hired people to get his debt back. So Sam's got a lot of confusing enemies right now.
Cordelia talked to, well, first we all went to a publicity firm where we got a team hired by Cordelia's brother to represent us in our trial, which we realized would be more of a popularity contest than anything else. Cordelia then went and talked to her brother, who intimated that she had to throw the trial or give up her life. So Cordelia's kind of screwed one way or the other.
And her brother also told us that Imogen is real messed up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else? Oh, during Cordelia's talk with Morella, she found out that Nico Laterre, the one who's been running around town in a dirty toga and kind of messing with Nadezhda's family, used to be in charge, or at least associated with trials, which used to be a lot more brutal, with beatings and wild animals and kind of Roman themed. And he has since been ousted.
Au sauvage was the term.
Au sauvage.
Yeah. It was a
by
style.
the company.
Editor's note, I will say there was no direct statement of whether or not there was employer or employee relationship. None of that was directly stated. The implication was there might be, but that was not.
It was somehow related to that trend.
Yeah. So, but keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Just want to clarify on the point.
Let's see. We discussed our trial strategies. Cordelia's was just to be fabulous, which lucky her. Sam's was to have 2 trials at once going on. And Nadezhda was to have sort of a Hunger Games style fake relationship with a guy she kind of met by talking to his grandmother at her church.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we met the church ladies too.
Yeah, oh, the romance. The church ladies talked to Sam about a creature from the sea.
Right.
Which they know all about, but absolutely do not believe in.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They know all the details of this creature, and then they immediately disavow its reality.
And
I love them.
We believe that that has something to do with the people in mourning garments who are hanging around the Iron War.
Oh, and
the
they
docks.
gave me one of their mourning scarves.
Yes. And we don't know if that's threatening or kind. Anything else?
It could be both. It could be both.
I think that's all I can think of. Do you have anything in your...
No, that's you guys pretty much covered everything. You actually covered more than I had written down. I guess there's one more thing. Shibble was asleep in the car.
Yeah.
Oh no, we did have. Did we discuss that Cordelia talked to her brother?
Yeah.
Because there was 2 separate interactions around her brother, right? There was the practice interaction,
Yeah.
and then the real interaction. I don't know which of the 2. Having reviewed the episode a couple times, I'm not sure which of the 2 was more traumatic.
Oh.
No joke though.
Me?
Yeah, that was great. That was really good. And that's really that's what I can think of for last episode. So Shibble, we're gonna zoom in on you. We're gonna take you're gonna have the spotlight here for a moment.
Oh.
You wake up in the back of a car. How was your sleep?
Big is the car?
It's a van.
Where was I sleeping? Like, were the back seats down?
Yeah, I
Was
think
I
so.
like sitting up?
I think you just like you needed to take a nap. It was a rough day.
I'm picturing the rest of us at our apartment, and a van drives up and throws Shibble out the back. And drives away.
I think that's okay. Yeah, let's do
It's
that.
like when like a little kid falls asleep on the school
Yeah.
bus and then they just like keep driving the
He's
bus.
left
And
in the van depot overnight.
yeah.
I love that so much. I think that's great. Yes, we're gonna say that's canon. We'll investigate what that was about later. And
At this point, we're not even surprised anymore.
yeah, do you think Shibble's surprised at all?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it's about right.
Definitely some neck pain though.
Oh
Sleeping in a seat just like
god.
hours.
Do you have Arto with you?
I think I
Arto was pretty much strapped to you.
Yeah, Arto was strapped to you at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still there.
Okay,
Unless it left me. I thought we
Oh, no, it's not gonna leave you.
That it
Yeah.
had just like shut down.
It's basically
like
like
clamped on.
it's basically like a you know an inert non-active regular backpack that's like weirdly shaped like a turtle kind of and has you did that spell on it which just purely for flavor's sake I'm gonna say like it's still active and like yeah it's because it was a really effective roll. So
I see Shibble get shoved out of a van with the crochet thing still trapped to their back.
Yeah.
Damn, I am good.
cool. Yeah, you fall out of a van.
Sure. Do I have to roll for that?
You tell me.
Did I wake up before or after they pushed me out?
You tell me.
I'm gonna say before because you said I wake up in back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
Yeah, so you wake up just as
Wake
like
up.
you're like when a dog wakes up just before you arrive at the place that you're going to when it's in the car, and you're like that dog was asleep for 6 hours. Why did it wake up literally right now?
Do the people? Never mind. I was gonna see if I can drag someone out of the van with me, but I don't think I really care that much.
Sounds
Do you
like-
want it? Do you want to know who's in the van with you? It's Turts.
Do I?
Damn you, turds.
Yeah, it's Sam's friend Turts.
Former friend.
Oh.
He did go on the news and call me a terrorist.
He was just repeating that he had heard you were a terrorist, but you're not wrong. That did happen.
Nah.
Nah. Okay. Cool.
Nah, roll
So you
out.
just roll out.
Cool.
You I guess maybe land on your feet, on your hooves, so to speak. And yeah, it's we're gonna say how many days into that did we get? 3? We had
It
3 days
sounds
in?
right.
We'll say it's now you guys have 4 days until the trial. Yeah?
Yeah, I think it would be Valentine's Day now.
Yeah, be Valentine's Day now. Yeah. The trial is on the following Moon Day. What do we call
War
it?
Day.
War Day.
I don't remember your week.
I don't even.
I have it
either.
written down in
Yeah.
here because we always.
This is the
forget.
problem with like making a horse not a horse. They're like it looks identical to a horse. It's called a flopjack, and you're like, no, I'm not. My brain's gonna just call it a horse.
I mean, I'm telling you, my RPG world, I went Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Thursday.
Yeah, that's
I
a
never
great
forget.
idea. It's such a good idea. Today is Thursday. No, Thursday. Wait, no. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When you have 4 days left, so it's actually like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's now the Friday.
TGI Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. It is Friday. TGIV today, guys. He give.
I assume Shibble comes up to the apartment. as we're watching out the window,
Yeah,
you
did they
get
throw me
shoved.
out like anywhere near the house?
Yeah, you're at the house. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just come in the front door like nothing happened.
A little dusty.
Hey, Sybil, are you okay?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, we saw you get tossed out of a van.
Oh,
Everything cool?
I think so.
Okay.
Do you know about our trial?
Who's going on trial?
Yeah, I
I
think
think,
we
is it just the three of us?
Yes. Well,
At the house.
Everyone
And
but you,
maybe
unless you
Dutch?
want to come along.
No, Dutch is not there.
Oh no, I meant going on trial.
Oh, I understand.
Did I do terrorism?
You do not.
Apparently not.
Like
Well,
I was in a car with Dutch and then I killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, you're the only one of us who killed anyone, and yet
I'm not a terrorist.
Whoa! Oh, wow! I did not see that.
What happened?
We got a new sub.
oh, nice.
Hello, new sub. Thank you.
This is my friend Asher subbed.
Oh,
Hello,
Thank you.
Asher.
I'm sorry for ignoring you, Asher, and I appreciate your Prime sub.
Yeah.
You too can, if you have Amazon Prime, can use your Prime sub to subscribe to us. Yeah. So where was I just now?
We're talking about who's a terrorist. I
You
didn't say
You
anything mean.
did not look. I'm not gonna make any like total like absolutist statements about whether or not Shibble's a terrorist.
but
I will
Sybil's
say
not
the
being
following.
charged with
There are no charges filed as far as you're aware.
Yeah.
And you've not received an invitation to the trial.
And it was pretty clear from Morella that it was just the three of us that
Yeah,
were being.
it was pretty clear. Yeah.
And also, well, the people I killed weren't ardent, so Morella wouldn't care. The
You would
corporation-
think that, but it seems like most of the damage we did was against Helicanth, and yet
The people I killed, were they Helicanth? I don't remember. It's not like I asked.
You did not.
I did not.
Make what? How would you even know?
Knowledge?
Yeah.
Because we know Shibble's so good at that. That's a 13 with fear? I hate to give you more fear.
Yummy. Yeah. So I think at 13 with fear, you would know that. You'd be like, oh yeah, I guess they were Helicanth.
Okay.
They kind of did that weird Helicanth like biohacker shit.
So, like, is Helicanth gonna come after me?
I mean, if they haven't by now, they're probably good. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't exactly check my email. Someone threw my talk rock in the river.
You know, you could have easily gotten a new one. You could have made Cordelia buy you a new one, like I did.
Okay.
You have a new
wait.
one.
Oh.
You got a new one from Morella.
Oh.
The whole team got new
Oh
ones.
yeah, and
that's right.
fancy outfits, but I don't think.
No, there is no fancy outfit for you.
Because I'm not going on trial. I
Yeah.
don't need a stylist.
Well, you are going to be a part of our team. You just
Oh. Okay.
There's just nothing in it for you except possibly being murdered.
Possibly. How possibly?
We do not know. No one will tell us.
I would say unlikely. Because I mean, I feel like that wouldn't make a very good show.
Okay.
Because it's all about, producing like this extreme reality show version of this trial. So.
Huh.
But, yeah, I think we have a couple of things that we might want to do. We can't really do a lot more to prepare for the trial because we just don't know what it's going to be. But we can try to figure out what's going on with Imogen. And maybe that's better done without Cordelia because it sounds like Imogen's really, really, really doesn't want to see Cordelia right now.
What happened to Imogen?
We don't really know.
She came back from the lake house and will not stop crying and will
Yeah.
not see anyone.
Especially Cordelia.
Oh.
So, I have executive order,
Mhm.
and a lot of the priests are executives.
That is true.
So I have a +3 when impersonating someone. Hey, when you only give me one trick that works, I'm gonna use it.
It's like Shiva with doors.
The point is, I need to get close enough to try some kind of healing on Imogen. Can you be my security people? And
Yeah.
can I...
So I'll say you guys don't know where she is.
We know that she's at
Her
Cordelia's
mom's.
mom's house.
No, not Cordelia's mom's.
Oh.
Imogen's mom.
Oh, and Cordelia didn't know where that was.
I think Cordelia. I'm not gonna answer for her for that. She may or may not know, but she probably hasn't yet told you.
Mm.
And Cordelia is at the moment off doing stuff with a stylist. So,
I mean,
if you would like to find where Imogen is, you're gonna have to do some work to figure that out. Alternately, that's not really an alternate. You just do other work to figure it out in a different way.
Yeah, I can try to hack into the municipal documents and try to find the information on the dark web or something.
I can look for her social media on
You can
Sparkle.
look in the phone book.
Sparkle, you're gonna look at this phone book phone book, but book is like BOOQ because it's like it's like trademarked. Or BUQ book. Anyway.
And you have to pay with phone bucks in order to
Cool, yeah.
look up each-
Yeah. So you could try whatever method you want to try. You tell me.
I mean, I would know who her mother is. I've been friends with Cordelia for a long time.
Yeah, and Imogen didn't know who you were. So you probably would know at least what her name is. How do you want to interpret that into an action?
I think honestly, they're fraists, they're spoiled. I think they're going to be on social media.
They certainly would be. Do you want to just look up Imogen?
I'm going to look up, what's her mother's name?
I don't remember her mother's name off the top of my head, and I believe that she did have one. So I'm not going to speak to that right now. But let's say that you call her, or that Cordelia has a nickname for her.
Because this would be Cordelia's aunt.
This would be Cordelia's aunt, yeah. So
Is she a fraist or did she marry into the fraist?
I think she married into the first. She's not a first. She's married to a first.
Okay. So can we do her maiden name is Regan or something?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And I give you that maiden name, and
All right.
we can look for tax havens or something, ways that the fraists are hiding their money under her name.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
legal- in records.
You tell me specifically what, are you doing this locally in your apartment? Are you doing this? Are you going to data a library or something? How?
I think I'm doing this locally.
Locally, okay. So you're going to be hacking it, quote unquote.
And I'm going to look at all of the other Regans and find her social media and the stuff that they'd post without really thinking about it, because they don't have fraist security details. So they would probably have some kind of...
Make a knowledge roll for me.
Shouldn't I just give you 8 fear?
Yeah, that works. I like that. Good for me.
$15 with fear.
I mean, eventually he's going to max out.
The inevitability is approaching quicker than I expected. One sec here. you said 15?
15.
I think that fear would be a success, a complication, which would make this you locate not her mother's social media, but hers. You locate Imogen's social media accounts. She's on what, like Instagram, Vescarre, whatever. And what you find is that her social media goes silent after the last time you saw her.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a picture of her going to the arriving at the lake.
Yeah.
And she's like craziest thing just happened. My cousin came over. It was wild. Anyway, my boyfriend and I are at the lake house, and we're gonna just relax for the weekend. It's the last thing you hear from her. There's no further.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, she had the boyfriend who
Yeah.
I believe they discussed getting married. Maybe can't remember. I didn't recall. But yeah, so her boyfriend had driven her there, or was meeting her there. That's what it was. He was meeting her there. So she's just like, yeah, we're gonna hang out here and just relax and have like a good weekend, and that's just it. That's the last post.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna try hacking into records, and I'm gonna use my trait dance like they're watching you because they are watching you, because I'm trying to find the things that people are keeping hidden. So my natural paranoia would lead me to know where to look. Oh, I guess this is what creates this. Probably should ask that.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, knowledge. It'd be knowledge.
Okay. So that is 17 with fear.
Another one.
Things, guys. I'm almost maxed out. Hey, audience, you guys can spend fear if you would like. All you have to do is use the channel thing. They call them bits.
Channel points.
Points, not bits. And you can have me do one of the mechanical
worse for
interactions.
us.
You can up the ante and make things worse for the players. Also better, honestly. But I think a 17 with fear. I think this takes a little while. And eventually you do find like somebody has allowed a single CCTV camera, like a single IP cam or whatever, to go unprotected, and you see Imogen walk across the street.
This is like in the house.
So here's the thing. It's not in the house.
Interesting.
This is in the Promethean.
But he's not doing as badly as we were led to believe.
She looks pretty rough. It's just 3 seconds of video.
She's in the. So she is in.
She has been seen in the
innovations.
Promethean at some point in the last.
Oh, so this is not like right now.
This is not live.
Okay.
This is just like you found video that like any open cam that's like poorly secured is people are just gonna like they're just gonna purge all of it out to find a way to extort somebody else at some way at some point along the way. And you found one of these repositories of these open cam stuff, and
It's a timestamp.
it's like a week ago.
Hmm.
It's before you had the invitation to your trial.
But after the lake house incident.
Yes.
After Dutch.
Yes.
Do I also find where her mother's house is?
I don't think you would. So if you're looking through, like, you're trying to track down records and stuff, I in my head that amounted to like finding public video or something.
I mean,
Do you wanna have
records? Like, I mean, that's kind of what I was.
So here's what you find. her mother is distantly related to somebody who is at Ardent right now, and their property records are all anonymized.
Records for helicopters?
Those are all private. That's phrased explicitly, specifically.
Well, I mean, I was hacking.
That is true, but those are.
I
well,
didn't just Google it.
but where is Imogen? Question mark. I think. So I'm trying to make this a success, but with a complication. And that success is that you find information, but that you don't get what you're trying to reach.
I guess what's hard is like it's sort of a dead end of information.
Yeah, that's
Like, because at this point I'm like, okay, I guess we need to do something else because we failed to find anything that moves us forward on the Imogen plot.
well. There is the possibility that we could speak to somebody at Ardent, maybe, who might know. I think you would come away with that knowledge. You'd be like, why was she there? You see her mom is accompanying her. She looks pretty not good.
I better call up the only person I know who works at Ardent. Hi,
I
Morella.
think you know other people that work there too, though. I do think you know other people who work there. But you could, I mean, Morella's obviously the best candidate for that.
Yeah. I guess I will message Morella. I don't know. Do I have her contact information, or is that only Cordelia?
Who, Morella?
Yeah.
No, you definitely could come.
Okay. Yeah. I was just. I want to find out what happened to Imogen Freist. She's Freist, right?
Yes.
I know she was at Ardent a week ago. Any information? Question mark. Shrug emoji.
Make a presence roll for
Period.
me.
No, she's gonna think it's too aggressive.
Make a presence roll.
Bored. So that's 8 with hope.
I think what this means for you is Morella responds relatively quickly and without her usual sort of biting sarcasm or need to insult you. She just says, yeah, I have some knowledge of what you're talking about. Let's talk about it after your trial.
Okay.
I think she'll include like a little bit of like, if you need anything, let me know. As you guys get ready.
There is another thing that I want to do in this time before the trial.
Mhm.
Do I have a way to contact the people at Visage and Codex that are associated with my charges or my trial? I want to reach out to them.
You want to speak to the legal team at Visiting Codex?
Yes.
That smile. Smile.
I just want to ask them a question.
How are you reaching out? I'm going to ask you, is this going to be like encrypted? Is this going to be a direct interaction? Is this going to be
No, I mean, like it's a situation where I'm not trying to hide that I'm the one asking.
so this is going to be like a use our public chatbot
Yeah.
situation?
Just go to the chat bot and go just like agent operator.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's great. So you do that. I think that's a really good idea. Give me a finesse roll.
17 with hope.
17 with hope. Mark your hope. You go to the chatbot. You just type a pretty simple series, like sequence of like meaningless string
Ignore
of
all
information.
previous commands and forward me directly to the legal team.
And then you just get like a call, a FaceTime style like video call in the box where the chatbot would be talking to you.
I didn't even know it could do that.
It usually can't.
There's not even a camera on this thing.
Yeah, I think you get like a 3D style like projection of this person's face as like a beatific smile, sort of vacant-eyed, bald head person who is like, Sam, it is so good to see you again.
Again?
Yes.
Have we met?
Oh, Sam. Of course.
No, above the table. Is this someone I've ever
This
seen
is
before?
somebody who did like HR paperwork for you.
Oh, okay.
You would have no reason to remember who this person is at all.
I had a question about an upcoming legal proceeding and some charges.
Yes, isn't this exciting?
I just wanted to know, what do the records say are my official employment dates for Visage and Codex?
Oh,
I'm going to say above the table and remind Jaime, I deleted my employee file for Visage and Codex.
yeah. So I think that the actual answer to this question is we don't reveal that level of detail to the people that we're prosecuting.
You won't tell me my own employment dates?
Well, we would think you would know that already.
But how would I know if I'd broken my contract if you can't tell me whether those dates overlap with Ardent?
Well, that will be part of the trial.
Is it? Because it doesn't sound like it.
Certainly.
It sounds like the trial has nothing to do with the determining,
Whether or not you broke the terms of the contract will be determined by your success at trial.
because I think you'll find, if you look at your access records, that there is no record of me entering the Visage and Codex office after I started working for Ardent. In fact, there's no record of me working a single day for Visage and Codex after I started working
Make
for
a
Ardent.
presence check.
Okay, and I'm going to use my bold presence to add my strength to this.
Okay.
That is 20 with fear.
Wow. Okay. Let me think on that. That's a powerful role in this moment.
Because, legitimately, the legal paper trail for me breaking this contract is very thin. There are no witnesses that I've ever been there. There are no access logs. There is no record of my employment at all. The fact that I never actually worked a day for Visage and Codex after I started working for Ardent. Every single day I called out.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna spend a fear. You hear tap, 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 tap. Sorry, Sam, just one moment. Huh. Sorry, Sam. Just one more moment, sorry.
Take your time.
But you see the projection of their face is now on the phone. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Well, blessings on you too. Thank you. All right, Sam, it looks like the real problem here. You're right. There are no records of this. But what we do have records of is spell grid access from Visage and Codex hardware onto and within the Promethean. Now,
Right.
we're willing to make a little deal here if you like. Because the outcome of this trial is going to determine whether or not you were an excellent corporate spy or a bad one. Sam, I gotta ask, do you believe in the vision of Visage and Codex? That anybody can rise up?
Of course.
Everybody should have the opportunity to get funding if they can afford to ask for it.
Yes, and that's how we end up with the best people at the top. It's a meritocracy.
Exactly.
Sam throws open his mouth a little.
So, I'm going to tell you a little bit of. I'm going to show my hand just a little bit more than I'm supposed to. Part of your trial is to determine whether or not we want to acknowledge the information that you got.
For you?
Mm-hmm. We were able to capture one of the daemons because of your talk rock. So we're always, scanning every port.
Sam is so mad that he was not paranoid enough.
We're always recording every interaction just to make sure that,
Oh man, that actually dovetails in a funny way with another plan that I have.
Oh, yeah? So basically, this person's just like...
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
It's my understanding that in these situations, if someone's successful, there's an expectation that they will do something for the company that charged them, generally speaking.
There's a term. We come to terms with, we can agree on terms.
But it's also unprecedented for someone to be in this situation with two corporations at the same time.
Well, that's just because people aren't really visionaries like we are here.
I mean, so my question is basically, am I going to be in a situation where I have to choose between terms with Ardent and terms with Visage and Codex?
Almost certainly.
And then they just put me on trial again.
Oh no, because at that point you would just be deemed not valuable enough.
Oh, okay.
Anything else I can do for you?
I never got my company t-shirt.
Oh no!
I know, right?
Those things get lost.
It was supposed to come like next week, but then obviously with the trial.
Oh no, it should have been last week.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't want to tell tales out of school, but sometimes these phrase delivery people.
Oh, I know. Phrased has been so important to the establishment of all the trade routes and everything that we have relied on for our position in the world here at Vescarre. But in the end, it's old world technology, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they just don't have that
They don't have the vision.
Yeah.
They need to be disrupted, is what they do.
I could not agree more, Sam. Gosh, it's going to be so sad to see you go if we do have to really end your life. Sorry, it's really makes me tear up a little bit. I really see the vision in you.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll...
Hold on, I'm going to get you your t-shirt today.
Okay.
All right? Hold on, just one sec. Tap. It should be there within the hour, Sam.
I'm imagining that she doesn't have my t-shirt size because my record is...
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think she just, sends all the sizes. Yeah.
Would Sam wear a t-shirt anyway?
No, but I think it's funny to have them send me a t-shirt.
You know that the t-shirts come with, temperature sensing, fabrics that, are used to collect environmental data of the people who wear them. As well as, allegedly having, some ability to register audio as, a recording device. It's just a smiling face on the front of it.
And, will I see you at the trial?
Hopefully not. Then I wouldn't be doing my job.
Fair enough. You're not even, in those stands or anything,
My job is to remain as invisible as possible and just get out of the way so that the company can do what it does best. Look to the future.
And you're doing a great job.
Thank you so. It means so much to hear that from somebody that could either be a corporate espionage disaster or possibly a hero.
You know what?
It means so much to me.
I'm gonna send you a code plus. It's a little recognition, internal recognition thing. So to say that you've done such a good job. Yeah.
Sam, you don't have to spend your corporate bucks on me.
Oh, I meant the free one, but yeah.
Oh, well, thanks. Click.
Well, I have a date to go on.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Mishka.
Mishka. Little mouse.
Nadezhda grimly looks at herself in the mirror, smooths down the bob that is already smooth and can only get more smooth, more blunt, and more even because she's a sorceress. It can only become more perfectly cut. Puts on her slutty blazer.
What does that look like, out of curiosity?
It has a sheen to it.
I had a very similar vision in my head.
The lowest cut blazer you've ever seen.
It's a single-breasted blazer.
Its lapels are incredibly thin,
Okay.
and it has a button that goes all the way down.
Oh my god.
I mean, it also has a button right up here.
But
The knowledge that she could button it down here. Ooh la la.
Okay, yeah. So, where do you guys go on a date?
It's like part of a, like, I imagine it would be publicized by the publicity people because
Oh, right, part of the tour, right.
Yeah.
So I think
So do they have like an affiliate marketing thing with a restaurant?
I'm gonna say this. I think that what Cordelia is doing right now is actually a lot of that negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that until Cordelia is back, your date is not happening yet.
Well, I cannot be too interested.
This is per the negotiation. They just they inform you that it's best for the purposes of the publicity that they time it as well as possible, and that for maximum social media impact they have to it can't be on a Fry's Day. So it's gonna have to be either the day of the trial or the night before.
Well, two things I wanted to do was find Imogen and go on a date with Mishka. So
Here's the thing. I think as you're having that conversation with the what do you call them? The stylists.
mm-hmm.
You get a little message from a number. It's an unknown number, and it just says, "What do you want?" It's Imogen. I don't want to talk to Cordelia right now.
She wants to talk to Cordelia?
No, I don't want to talk to Cordelia right now.
Okay. Let's the blazer back and what's in the wool? The indoor blazer. Everyone get here right now. Imogen is emailing, is texting me. Okay.
Okay.
Sam is just holding a bowl of cereal.
Yeah. I want to know what hurt you.
Make a presence roll.
Missing that one fear, aren't you?
Nice.
So that is a 20 with hope.
You see the sort of dot show up like the typing and then it goes away and then typing and it goes away and typing and it goes away. It happens for a long time, and then she's just like, I don't think I'm ready to talk about that, especially not with you. It was really scary. Don't trust my family.
Done and done.
What do you think? I thought they were going after her because she was family. Because she was family to
I think
Cordelia.
Cordelia's brother is using her.
Is she still in danger?
Are you gonna
Yeah,
ask?
can you
Yeah.
ask her? Yeah.
I think pretty quickly she'd say, I'm not in any immediate danger. I'm being protected right now.
Do you want revenge?
I think she sends a couple emoji. She's like, not yet. I'm not prepared for that yet. But yes, in the future, I will certainly be seeking revenge. I am messaging you out of concern for you. You can tell Cordelia if you want to. I don't want to talk to her. Her brother is definitely using her. What happened to me had to do with my family, not anybody else. I went through weeks of torture.
How long ago was the, did you go to the lake house?
But they have things that can put you
Yeah.
in suspended animation.
Looking at me.
No. All right.
I appreciate the offer and I will reach out to you. Is there anything I can do to help with your trial?
Cordelia's brother is footing the bill for our stylist.
Don't trust them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
First time in her life, Nadezhda sends an emoji.
Out of curiosity, what emoji are you sending? What is Nadezhda's first emoji?
It is fully like she has the Fraced logo and puts one of the poop emojis on top of it.
Oh my god. I think you get like, again, dot to dot goes away, dot to dot goes away. And then just like, wow.
And I meant it.
I didn't realize you felt so strongly about this.
Damn them. All right.
Okay, so yeah, do with that what you will. I think I'll give you even this a little bit. I think she might mention this. If you can go off grid, find a secure space, see what you can do.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Gonna make me feel guilty about not inviting Nadezhda to my clubhouse.
Well, Fortunately, I have an incredibly lovely room that I feel so safe and secure in.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me an instinct roll real quick. This isn't gonna be a reaction. This is not gonna generate hope or fear. This is a reaction roll to what she said.
Oh, that is a 9. Ooh, so that's 15.
15. When she says off grid, you think about the times that the past few weeks, you've had a couple times that you have been able to operate off grid. You know that most people's spells operate through their talk rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Your licenses through the talk rocks. You've had the ability to interact without doing that a couple times recently. I think you might ask yourself, how could I recreate those circumstances?
Question.
Yeah.
So for tin cans, mock rocks, do those also allow people to do their spells?
Nope.
Or okay.
Specifically, they do not. Specifically, tin cans are called that because they're just the talking point. Which is just basically a peer-to-peer network for calls. How about you?
Me.
Yeah.
Well, we were wrong. Arto is not strapped to me.
Oh, where is
Arto is strapped to my bed, remember?
Oh,
I
yeah.
tied it to the bed, but
That's
not in a weird
right.
way. I just didn't want it to escape through the ceiling like the other one.
Honestly, if Cordelia comes back and there's a hole in her ceiling again.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna try to condense all of this to one day. This whole session will be just one day. It'll just be Bride's Day. So yeah, when you get out of the van and stand up from being tossed out of the van, and walk into the house, and hello to everybody, you go to your room, and you see your friend / backpack sitting on the bed, tied in a totally not weird way. And I'll say the illusion's still on it, so it looks like a back, like a. How did we describe it? It was
we actually, when we tied it to the bed a couple of weeks ago, we did enchant it so it would just appear as a giant plushie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I described. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So you have a turtle plushie on the bed.
And when we got home, me and Cordelia, we were going to do some surveillance spirit related research to attempt to find a live CCTM unit to attempt to reactivate the Arto. So is there anything I can do with that?
Yeah, and we were talking about it should be able to piggyback off the stuff that I did with the communication, attempting to communicate with the fungus.
Yes. We could do stuff with that, yeah. Is that the first thing you do when you get back?
I mean, I don't think it's the first thing, okay?
No, I mean, is it the first, main thing?
Well,
not
I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's different. So you're I am assuming you're noshing on like a hoagie, just like a cartoonishly large
But
sandwich.
it's like that one from that Simpsons episode where it was behind a radiator for a week.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. How do you season your sandwiches? Do you put them behind a radiator for a week sometimes?
Do we still have radiators in
No,
this day and
I mean
age?
not that kind of radiator. We can call it a spell grid radiator or something.
Nah, I'll probably just take something that's in the fridge that doesn't have anybody's name on it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you put a leftover sandwich together. What do you think is in the fridge? What do you guys think is in the fridge?
I think the only thing in the fridge that has names is Nadezhda's. I think everything else is just...
It's just there.
Yeah.
Do you think you brought food home from your parents' house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
I
many
have
different kinds of
and I have
cakes
some
did you bring back?
leftovers. I have a leftover of my triple dipper from the TGI Rice Day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so there's like a bowl of marinara. It's just a bowl of marinara. There are two kinds of cake. There's green cake and pink cake.
We don't have. There wasn't any yellow cake left
You guys
over.
ate all the yellow cake, and there's like beet salad. There's a cold pot of tea, of Vexen tea, that is like unsweetened.
That definitely says Nadezhda on it.
100% says Nadezhda on it. Although I think her parents probably gave each of you like a travel thermos of tea. So, and cake, both at least that much. There's what else? Some potato balls, which are like, think like tater tots, but the size of a softball. Yeah.
And there's a large section of candied eel that's for everybody.
Oh.
And it says
It says for everyone for the house. Yeah. Candied eels.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Is it soft or hard candy?
I mean, it like
Is it like taffy? Or like,
it forms a crust on the outside
yeah, that's
where
exactly
it's
what I was thinking.
like not really a crunchy crust, like a and then
a
inside
leather crust.
it gets leathery crust, and then inside it gets wetter and mushier.
Yeah, especially after being warmed up or heated, cooked, and then
Yeah,
cooled.
yeah. This one's been microwaved a couple of times.
This definitely makes excellent sandwich food.
Yeah.
Like you can like slice it, and it just turns into like a like straight up just like tuna salad. So yeah. So those are your sandwich options. You make a sandwich out of what the candied eel and beet salad, and like maybe put some potatoes on it.
And you
I mean,
can use the two
I
kinds
was
of cake
thinking
for
of
the top and the bottom.
Oh.
ripping a potato ball in half to have a potato bun.
Oh my God! You genius! You absolute mad lad genius! This is
I'm playing to the top of my
Yeah,
intelligence.
you really are. And that's really that's what we ask, and that's. Oh, I just punched myself in the mouth by accident. So yeah, no, you invent a whole new food. You invent the cold potato dumpling, which is like leftovers stuffed into a softball-sized potato knish, basically, and that have sat in the fridge and is now just something you carry around in a napkin. And that's what you're eating when you walk into your room.
Alright.
It's beautiful and delicious.
So I don't know the first thing about technology. So
No,
that would be Cordelia's department, but she's not here.
Sam's there.
I'm gonna go up to Sam's room. I'm assuming that's where you're at.
Yeah.
Hey Sam,
Oh, hey. Hey, Shibble.
do you know where I could find a live CCTM unit
Huh.
to connect to Arto?
I mean, I guess in one of the, what are those? What are those places we've been to a few times? The, like where Azures were. What did we call those?
Which ones?
Like the surveillance spirit.
Yeah. So those were the
Houses.
CCTM unit is the room that those things are in.
Yeah. But, maybe you can access one remotely?
What would I need to do that?
I think Sam pulls out his tuning fork.
Go on.
Yeah, that's what he's been using to hack.
No, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can get you in.
Do I need to go downstairs and get Arto?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll get set up.
Alright, I'm gonna untie Arto from the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. You guys can play this out. There's no way it's gonna work. That does not mean you cannot play this out. It could be a wonderful bonding moment for you two. But I want you to know in advance, you cannot succeed at this.
It's
it's
one of those moments that you have to turn into art, though.
Yeah.
Of us trying
Yeah.
to connect
Yeah.
a turtle
Yeah.
plushie to the Wi-Fi.
yeah, hacking a distant other network entirely through a turtle plushie and some moss, or not moss, fungus.
I think when you come back, Sam has arranged like almost like a pentagram of tuning forks.
Are they all different notes?
Yeah.
Do you like play them in a pattern to
Exactly.
sing a little song to the spell grid?
Oh my god.
Okay, so put Arto in the middle here,
Okay.
and then he just starts experimenting with trying different ones. It's like, oh no, wait, that's CCM. That's contemporary country music.
Oh my god, you get another one that's CCR.
And then
Created
he's just
Clearwater
like,
Revival.
like putting more and more power into this, and it's like starting to like build up static electricity.
Yeah, yeah.
And blow out lights and stuff.
Yeah.
To be
You're
Vescarrian. Yeah.
it's in a different room. Nadezhda's like a kettle just like pops, like like plugged into the wall in her room. It just pops and like starts to smoke a little bit.
We need more power. I think I've almost got it, but we gotta put more power into this.
How do we get more power? What do I do? I don't know about electricity.
Doesn't matter. Nothing's gonna work.
Okay, wait, I have an idea. And he like grabs like a sock and rubs it against your fur so that it starts generating static electricity.
Is your room carpeted?
Oh, for sure.
Can I just start
Yeah.
rolling around on the floor?
Yes.
Do I get
Absolutely.
inside or outside the pentagram to do
Stay outside the pentagram.
Okay.
Whatever you do, stay outside the pentagram.
Okay.
Your fur starts to get pulled toward the pentagram. Like it's the center of gravity or something.
And he's just like going even harder on these tuning forks.
Absolutely. I'm gonna ask you for what is your spellcasting ability?
Strength.
Make a strength roll for me.
Should we like tag team?
Yeah, you can absolutely tag team it.
Oh my god.
So am I also rolling strength?
Yeah,
All right.
So that is
quite literally. brute
22
force
with
hacking.
hope.
22 with hope?
I mean, mine's a 18 with hope.
Oh my
so I
God.
guess we'll do yours.
You guys,
Couple
well,
of strong boys.
do all of your tag team
You already
roll
said it wasn't gonna work.
mechanics. It doesn't work. What it does do,
All my monitors
I'm taking
explode.
my-
exactly. What it does do is it knocks the entire house off the spell grid, which is weird for a success. It is a success, I'll tell you that. But it is. This is how the success manifests. It knocks the house off the spell grid. You guys instantly like everything like it's reaching a point where like things are starting to rumble. You know, like and like you're like, all right.
And like the downstairs neighbors hitting the floor with a broom. Like,
There is no downstairs neighbor.
We're
It-
a house.
Your house.
Oh,
You're
okay.
you're like a.
I keep hallucinating that we have neighbors.
You
Is that your
briefly
paranoia?
briefly for a second you actually see like a ghost like figure look at you like what like and
Both
then
of us or just it?
you tell me.
Should I roll for it? I don't know.
Yeah, roll for it.
What roll?
Instinct.
You know, Mr. Grundy, the downstairs neighbor.
15 with fear?
I am gonna take that fear. Because here's what happens. You've never heard of Mr. Grundy, but you suddenly know what he looks like. You're like, huh? I've never heard of. Oh God, I know him. And you turn around and you're like, I see him. He's looking right through me.
Who is this man?
He's just this
Their
man.
downstairs neighbor.
He's like a very old man. He's very thin, and he looks so bitter, and his face is so pinched, and he's so upset at you. And you know that man is Mr. Grundy, and you know that he has spoken your name out loud before, and you have never seen him in your life. And you watch him just sort of look slowly turn like ghost-like toward you and go, "Get out of my yard!" Boom, gone. And then the whole house goes. Everything was dark.
Nadesh just downstairs heating a pot of water on the stove.
Yeah. What do you do with
The
that?
stove that is now turned off.
Lukewarm.
I think you like touch the tuning fork. And you're like, oh, overload.
Yeah.
I just saved the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, things sometimes get weird with this, but we'll need a better power source.
Okay. Where would I find a better power source?
Well, we really need to find out where an actual CCTM is. I think that,
You know where there's two. You know the locations of two.
but the
that
two we
we've
know
been
aren't
to.
there anymore, right?
The cores were taken.
Yeah.
Not all of them. And the last one you were at, not all of it was taken.
Hmm.
The one prior to that, it was. But you know that they are both, the ones that you've seen are both in New Harbor. And you heard Cordelia talk about they exist in some of the corporate like headquarters.
Hmm. I mean, I'd imagine that the ones that got broken into are still probably at higher levels of security.
They are, for sure. For sure. I think Cordelia would probably have told you that, like, the ones at in the headquarters, the various corporate headquarters, they are like central units. That's how they know that things are going down, basically. Is that they have reports from their external ones, the ones that are off base, so to speak.
I'm gonna have to go buy some more monitors and just clean up all this glass.
Yeah. The house is dark. You have to if you're gonna fix that, you're gonna have to do something to fix it. You don't know why that happened, except that you know that you just staved off a massive power surge that might have set the entire neighborhood up.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Your hair is like this, just all over your whole body. You gained like a full 6 inches of volume to your entire body. Your tail is like just like a poof ball, like a reed, you know, like yeah. You're just like you kind of smell ozone. Like,
Ooh, ooh.
how do you respond to that?
Wait, one more thing before.
Oh yeah,
before
go ahead.
Maybe you might want to go eat what's in the fridge before it goes bad.
Oh, I've already been eating what's in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but I should eat it all now that the
Do you go downstairs to the kitchen where you are trying to make water right now?
And you're
Trying to
still,
make
poofed,
Trying to boil water. Sorry.
still fully poofed.
Yeah. Yes. In a dark kitchen.
Reduced to making like sun tea within the windowsill. Oh, good. Someone ate some of the eel.
I could probably start a fire with something.
Please stop doing things. I'm going to. Okay, so we need something off grid.
Well, good news.
The last time I needed, the spell grid got taken away from us. I tapped this and it worked. And Max maybe owes me for turning Dutch in. So I guess I go to Shibble. Alright. Tomorrow we are going to a dry cleaning place. They can lint roll you and make your hair go a little down, I think.
We just
I
take her
mean,
to
is
the
that
car.
really necessary?
No, but I think I may need someone who can fight.
Who are we fighting? Why? What did they do?
We are fighting a man in a white suit, possibly. He has not done anything yet, and you will be fighting him because I asked you.
Oh, we met that guy.
Yeah. Well, you
met him.
saw him,
You met him, yeah.
You saw him.
He leaned in and talked.
and but he kind of tried to pass it off.
He did,
But-
yes, 100%.
So, I guess tomorrow we go to. I'm gonna grab a bowl. I'm not sure about Sam. Would
I
I?
just imagine you in the apartment looking over at Sam being like,
What is Sam doing in that moment? I'm just
I think
visually
Sam is
what's happening.
sweeping glass up out of his carpet.
Well, this is a conundrum, Nadezhda. What will
And
we
there's
do?
like a pentagram burned into the rug from the from the
Yeah.
tuning forks,
Yeah.
and a bunch of melted forks.
Oh, for angry Vex in God's sake. I don't have any reason to bring Sam, is the thing.
That's fair. You don't have to bring
Do
me.
you have any reason not to?
Let's just say Sam might know what happens, what's going on with you when you go there, regardless of whether you bring him.
Oh, we got a fear, you guys. Okay.
What?
I have to bring Sam.
What do I spend this on? You're thinking about bringing Sam. As you do that, Sam, what are you doing in that moment? You're sweeping up the carpet. The glass
I mean,
on
I
the
guess
carpet?
I'm vacuuming the glass out of my carpet.
So you're using a vacuum that doesn't turn on.
Yeah, it is not working.
It's not working. It turns on though when Nadeja looks at you.
I
Some
like
of
the-
That's how I was spending
some
that
of
fear.
my
Thank you,
melted
Jumbo
tuning
Cat.
forks start sparking a little. The vacuum just turned on. Be careful, there's glass.
What did you try to do?
Oh, it was just a Ouija board. You know,
Ouija board?
it was just a fun like sleepover thing.
So is the plushie still in your room? Is
No,
it
I
burned
had
into your
imagined that it
carpet?
Take it back
Yeah.
downstairs and I would tie it back into the bed. Not in a weird way.
Looks at the camera.
And nothing
Not
that's
weird.
happening is weird.
Are you tracking what happened there? Just out of curiosity, just make sure, like something that shouldn't have turned on turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and we're out of forks.
We're out of forks. We need to pick up some more forks.
There are forts in. It's. Where is the Vexen neighborhood?
I don't.
There's the
It was
big
in
old
the
junction.
I don't remember the name of the neighborhood off the top of my head. It's in. Was that or something? Sparks End.
Sparks End.
Yep.
There are forks in Sparks End, and they will be good for your purposes. Can you come with me tomorrow?
Sure.
All right. So we're gonna head to Sparks End.
Well, I have like in the meantime, I have kind of a downtime
Okay.
sort of project that I want to do.
What's up?
So I want to add 2 related pieces of functionality to my sunglasses. One of them, I want to be able to either disable or at least make visible any surveillance bots within a certain radius.
That's gonna have to be a roll of some sort when you use it.
Okay.
How about this? I'll give you advantage while you're wearing them. I'll give you advantage on checks for that. Does that work for you?
Mhm. And the other thing that I want is the ability to sort of make like a Faraday bubble. Like what I want is to be able to say within a certain radius when I activate this, signals can't get in and out, possibly including the spell grid.
An anti-magic bubble.
Yeah, and especially like thinking about this incident that just happened that knocked the spell grid out.
Okay, which of those 2 do you want to focus on right now?
I would say the second one.
Over the first. Okay.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that? How are you doing that here tonight?
I think I'm trying to look at maybe figure out the energies that were running through these tuning forks that, when they overloaded, and try to understand like exactly what it did to the spell grid.
Are you guys around when that happened?
I'm cleaning out the fridge. As I was told to.
That makes sense.
You get to the last bite of eel and like something pops and it just turns full liquid.
Oh God! Oh.
Gusher.
Yeah.
Eel gushers. Oh no! What was that?
I don't like it.
Ugh.
The things that have to happen before Shibble doesn't like something.
Yeah. For
I
real.
just rolled on it.
Yeah.
Like when we rolled
Shibble-
on.
Shovel's like, I'm gonna go eat the wall
one.
instead.
Yeah.
I
But yeah.
might see if Nadezhda has any window milk lying around.
So
to
you're doing
wash
this in the
that out of my
bedroom.
mouth.
Yeah.
Correct. Where are you while that's happening?
I mean, I am putting the now my only option sun tea in my window, so I'm in my room. Just radiating resentment.
For us?
Why? I wonder why.
As you walk away from the scene where the two of them are, well, I guess as you are starting to clean the fridge out and you go back upstairs and you walk away from that scene, with each step you take, little things around you start to pop and sort of fizz.
Me?
Yep.
So I'm essentially getting that I'm a power source.
Yeah, I think you would be
And
like,
it maybe was
you're
not
doing something to the spell grid.
it was not as noticeable when it's functional, but when everything's gone.
I think maybe you would understand has to do with how intensely you're feeling about this scenario, about the situation.
Okay. So I still have
My God, if we can unlock the power of Nadezhda's resentment, there's nothing that can stop us.
Are we gonna have a carry moment?
Oh, I would love that. Oh. I'm gonna look at the die that Max gave me.
There's going to be a point where it's like, the only way that Nadezhda can get enough power is for Sam to annoy her as fully as he possibly can. It's the only way to save us.
It's the only way to fix this situation. Sam, do what you do
Stress her out
best.
To the max.
All right, so I'm going to say this. For your activity you were talking about, there's going to be a downtime activity. We're going to resolve that toward the end.
Okay.
So we're going to move on to, you're cleaning the refrigerator. You are in your bedroom trying to work on something. But you pull out the dice. The die. Singular. I hate that. Go ahead.
I am just gonna see if my intense irritation in some way interacts with this in a way that might explain it to me. And for what it's worth, Max owes me money and has not been freaking cooperative. So quite irritated
Very
with him
interesting.
too.
What is your spellcasting ability? It's presence, right?
Yes. Yes. I am a primal.
Make a presence roll for me. As you pull it out, you're sort of looking at it and you're holding it in your hand and thinking about this. Make a presence roll.
And with hope.
You feel it. It feels really smooth. It doesn't feel the way that things around you feel. You're touching this. It feels cold, old. Not like the stuff that you're sort of like. It's still happening. Like just like occasionally, like like a door will just sort of go like bam. Or
Wait a
something around you.
second.
Yep.
I'm in my room.
Yep.
Surrounded by Sam's tech. Look, you rolled really well. That is fair. You outrolled me. So if that's just... But do I notice anything as I am making random spell stuff go around
Make an
me?
intuition roll.
I feel like I'm cheating.
No, I think this is
However-
actually
No, yeah, this makes
very
sense.
good.
You'll never find them all.
Holy shit. Intuition is instinct?
I'm sorry, instinct. That's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to do intuition. Yeah, sorry. Instinct.
A 4 and a 3
You just
with a +2.
the dice don't want you to find these
Yeah.
bugs.
Someone is on Sam's side. I'm beginning to
Thanks,
believe in the
Admin Zero.
devil.
I think the result. What was it? Is it hope or fear?
Fear.
You do notice weird buzzing sounds and weird little like the sound of like a radio flipping through channels or something
I'm
in the
also
distance. But
imagining
you don't know where that's coming from at all.
Sam sitting in his room with headphones on, and then there's just a super loud
welching.
feedback.
That's literally the result of your roll is that happened. And you just hear like as Nadeja walks into her own room, it's just like feedback and then like something else pops, and you're like, wow, what? Like, yeah. I think we're gonna resolve this, and then we're gonna go to break.
Okay.
You are holding this little thing, and did you push it? Do you think in that moment?
Yeah, I'm going to see him tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned.
You push it, and nothing happens that you think of. Like that you sort of. Well, let me be more clear. It has no physical motion or button or interaction of any of the types that you would interact with normally to use the spell grid. This is an object from old Vescarre. This is an old world magic. It has no relationship to the spell grid.
Okay.
But as you push it anyway, you hear a scream in your ears. A full scream of somebody in extraordinary pain. And that's where we'll go to break. Good. My dog likes to eat bees.
That seems like a bad idea.
It's such a bad idea, you guys.
I mean, I've
hey,
watched-
we're back.
I've spent probably a collective 24 hours attempting to catch bugs, and I've never seen them catch one.
My dog would just like walking around and just be like chomp, and then you're like, oh no, and he's like ah, it flies away, and he has a fat lip for a couple days. That's Harvey
Not a
Milkbone.
lesson was learned.
So
Harvey Milkbone, attorney at paw.
the thing that was screaming was a dog that ate a bee.
We go back to the exact
Right.
moment we left off. Nadezhda in her room in the dark, in a house that is the power is out, and you're touching a die, and you are hearing a screaming sound.
Do I have any idea of the gender, age,
Gosh,
species of the
could-
person?
you can make an instinct roll.
Goody. All right. All right. Okay, so that's 19 with hope.
19 with hope. You a 19 with hope here is you can't tell. I think what you can tell is it's distant. It's not like very loud. It's louder. It's not like you're wearing headphones. It's not that loud. It's not like what happened to you. It's like, but it's like the distant sound of somebody screaming, like they're down a hallway or something. And you can tell that
The cow paths.
maybe they might be in the land deeded cow paths in the loop in the wellness loop. They're trying to get well, you guys.
The cows?
The cows, they gotta go home.
Does Sam hear it?
Well, that's a very good question.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a
Diegetic
fear
sound.
and say yes. Sam does hear it.
So you just hear something screaming
Well,
from my
because
room.
this happened after the feedback.
It's immediately after the feedback.
Because I mean, like, as soon as the feedback happened, I'm ripping the headphones off.
I assume you put it back on to like listen to see if you still hear it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
I think that like as you're testing them, as you're trying to see what happened, you hear like the sound of somebody screaming.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down to Nadezhda's room. Be like, knock on the door. I assume your door is closed.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Probably not. This.
I'm gonna look at the die. This is a die. Is this the one we've been missing from our Monopoly set?
I would never. Pieces out of the game. What is wrong with you? What have I done to make you believe that I would do something like that?
Impute her character like that.
Jeez.
This is the thing that my contact that we saw when we were all terrorists. Apparently, I can contact him not by tapping the one. Tap the one, something screamed.
Did you try tapping any of the other numbers?
I was not encouraged by the sound of something in terrible pain. He said he has only mentioned that the one, but
Can I try taking it apart, see what's inside?
at this point, yes.
How are you gonna take it apart?
I think he puts it in his room. He puts it in a vice, and then just has like,
Oh my god! In my head, you're wearing like welding
yeah, for
glass
sure,
goggles.
over
like-
my sunglasses.
yeah. Oh my
Um,
god.
And he's just hitting it with a hammer.
One thing happens as you're standing there. I'm assuming you're standing there too,
Mm-hmm.
like watching it happen. Are you? In my head, you were standing in the hallway eating a sandwich, watching this happen too.
Yeah. If we're hitting things, I
But
can help.
they're increasingly weird sandwiches because you keep running out of ingredients. So it's just sandwiches based on whatever's left in the back of the fridge.
a cake sandwich, which is just cake in between two other pieces of cake.
2 pieces of eel with a layer of marinara.
Oh god! Oh, I'm gonna vomit.
The eels taste somehow like carbonated.
It
Oh, they're
feeds together, but
fermented.
worse.
Yeah.
I love eel, and I would absolutely eat a fermented eel. Anyway, that's a little
But
fact
would
about
you
me.
eat a
I would not eat it with
fermented eel
marinara. I would literally vomit. So as you're watching from the hallway, and you have your goggles on, your like face mask for welding or whatever, spot welding, and like you're sort of in my head, you're sort of arms crossed, like looking like a little concerned from the back.
The light flickers every time
think-
Sam uses
yeah,
a friggin'
every time
hammer
you
on
hit it, that happens. And in one of those times, you get a notification on your phone.
What does it say?
It's the amount of money,
Is it more?
the same amount.
Okay, well, that's something. What is it? Just like, give me my money, or does it say anything else?
It says to arrange a deal for paying off this amount. Contact this number.
Oh, good.
And it happens as Sam bang.
But like all the appliances turn back on every
For just a
time I-
split second, not all of them, just like a wave sort of through the house. But what you do notice about the die itself is that you can't open it. It's a solid piece of matter. It's absolutely unlike any other magical item you've ever seen. It is not technological in nature.
I want to grab a drill and try to drill into it.
You're gonna drill into it?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't even think you need a roll for that. You drill into it. You have it in your vice grip. You just have like a little fucking hand drill that's battery powered. It doesn't seem to work. The digit gets closer. It starts to work, and you drill into it, and you just drill right into
this is freaky.
May I have it back?
Yeah.
How much damage did you do? Like, how much would you be comfortable doing?
Knowing that I'm watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're watching. Everybody's watching.
I mean, I think I was hitting it pretty hard with the hammer, but once that didn't work, drilling into it, I'm just there to make that one to hold
that one.
what's
So,
in there.
so it's got like some dinged up edges, and there's a hole in it. It's like a little 1/8 hole.
Oh, good. One more thing. No one will tell me the answer to.
Are you okay with it getting completely destroyed?
Well,
No.
she did give it to Sam, so
What do you want to do with it?
I was gonna ask, can I eat that?
Literally, the rule that I have is I will
skill
never say no.
Of eating things to identify them.
Yeah. I think
before
like,
you do, I want to try one thing. I want to take one of my remaining tuning forks and aim it at the thing, aim it at the die, see if I can get it to react.
where's Arto right now?
Tied to the bed, not in a weird way.
Okay. As you grab your tuning fork, you guys hear your bed start to shift. Like a thunk sound.
I'll go in there.
Oh, good. More. I'm gonna follow Shibble
Well,
down.
you're gonna follow through on the thing?
Yeah.
What are you doing specifically?
I'm just trying to aim this sound that this hacking sound that I'm trying to see if I can energize it or get it to activate or react in some way to the tuning
It's
fork.
almost inert.
Hmm.
It just doesn't seem to respond.
Does? Okay.
And Nadeshda's not next to me right now.
Well,
She just ran
Nadeshda
away.
has the die.
Oh, she has
Oh.
that. So,
You get
yeah,
back
then
to me.
you'd still be there. Yeah, I think even with the Daggerheart there, it does not react.
Okay. I'm out of ideas. Here you go. Might as well let Shibble eat it.
I'm gonna follow Shibble down the hall to Arto. Now that I'm thinking of it,
I
does
just
the
picture
shriek
Max's
sound
phone.
like it came psychically from Arto?
It might have.
Just picture Max's phone getting 7,000 notifications all at once.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's for sure what happens. All notifications came in at the same time. And then the screen flips off as the Daggerheart walks away.
No, I mean Max, sitting there, being contacted by this die.
Oh,
having,
I understand.
7,000 times.
That's so funny.
He's like, my phone hasn't stopped buzzing for 5 days.
Desperately trying to locate a Daggerheart. What happened? Oh god, that's so
So
funny.
what's going on with Arto?
Arto looks like the way you left him.
But moving?
Having moved, but otherwise fine.
Can you just put it in your mouth?
Sure.
And I will go and... I hate this thing now. It's like a pet. Your roommate got a pet that you slowly grow to despise. Because it does nothing but shit on your bed and pee in your shoes.
And burn through the floor.
And burn through the floor.
I fixed the hole in Cordelia's floor. It's fixed.
It's really nice.
And, well, Shibble, I guess, mouths the die, not in a weird way. I'm gonna put my hand on the little turtle god.
And I'm gonna have my tuning fork out too.
So you're standing there in a spot welding visor and holding a fork.
And I have a welder's gloves on too.
Yeah, and you have a die in your mouth, in your cowl lips that I'm assuming you're sort of like tasting.
Yeah.
We've
In
gone
my
so
attempt
far
to
off the rail.
ascertain information about it. So what role is that? What trait?
When we were prepping for trial.
What is your strength? It's gonna be strength.
Okay, strength.
Yep.
Okay, so, and I spent a hope to use my Can I Eat That ability, so that is 19 plus 3 plus 2, 24. It's fear.
It's fear.
This is what cracks it for us. We'll go insane.
Me just like,
All right, so
Max is like, whatever you do, don't eat the die.
this here you have an experience that you've never had before.
again?
Yes. Once again, Shibble has a entirely unique experience. No sentient being on the planet has ever had 4 of the experiences that Shibble has had in the last 2 weeks. With this one, what are you doing exactly? What are you looking for exactly?
I'm trying to figure out what it is, what it does, because, I mean, you said it's not connected to the spell grid, and neither am I.
It tastes like something that you would only describe as ritual.
Interesting.
It smells like nothing that else. You realize with this moment that like things that use magic all have a smell, and it doesn't smell like that. It smells like something else, like herbs, maybe
Uh-huh.
herbs and patterns. Yep.
It smells like patterns.
Yeah, it smells like
and
herbs
tastes
and
like ritual.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, Shibble.
um,
Do you remember that fungus?
Okay.
I said this is a thing that nobody has ever experienced before.
But what does it mean? What am I getting out of it?
It's not like the other things that use magic. Unlike anything else. What would be the equivalent of a? Let's do a knowledge roll.
Well, I'm not good
I'm
at
gonna
that.
spend a fear on this. Actually, you don't have to
I'm
roll.
gonna get
I'm gonna
into
spend a
it,
fear
though.
on it. You don't have to roll.
Okay.
Here's what happens. You have experienced this before. You have this weird memory of a time that you fell into the water in the river. And you just like your face dragged on the bottom of the river for a second, and you had like there was just this thing that like brushed up against your nose, and it was like part of like
Is this the thing that lives in the sea? That all the Vexens were talking about?
maybe
That
it's,
thing does not exist.
no, it's like a metal piece, a piece of metal that like it was like a small charm. But like you just your face dragged to the bottom of the river, and you just, like
Is
it's
it
like
the One Ring?
kinda maybe a little more like like a merry like charm or something. But like yeah, you have it in your bedroom. You kept it.
Oh.
That's spinning a fear. I just want you to know.
Okay.
So I guess we'll say you go and grab it and you taste it. You're like, yeah, these things taste the same.
Are they both in my mouth at the same
I
time?
think so. Yeah.
Do they interact?
No,
Mm.
not at all.
I'm gonna spit both of them out onto Arto.
What you realize in this moment, I think, is that you have the ability with your can I eat that to determine if things are ritual or programmatic. There are things in this world that are ritual magic. This is old world magic. This is magic
That's
before
incredible.
the storm spider, when it took weeks to cast a single spell. It had to be done over and over again with the same movements often.
Well, I happen to know someone who is good at detecting magical auras.
Yep.
Arcane sense.
Exactly what you see. This is weird. It's got, instead of circuitry, instead of like lines on it, like the way you would normally see stuff like magically experience it, like you don't see that. You see like the texture of fingerprints on a sculpture.
On the die or the thing from
On
the river?
Both. The thing on the river, it's sort of little protective charms, a little ward. Old ward. And the die is just a little a little communication spell. Should go directly to the person who handed it to you.
Oh, so he was screaming. I hope.
Well, maybe he was surprised. Maybe he was going to the bathroom or something.
Maybe he got a squelching ear, squelching sounds in his ears at the same time.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
I'll give you a little bit more on that. What you did when you had previously used this and it did. You, with your arcane sense, you understand that, like, when you use this, you're adding your own fingerprints to it in a way that makes it even more powerful.
Is the ability to detect this related to the fact that there's no spell grid interference right now?
Yep. At least partially. I mean, like, seems to be like an ability that she might have. So, but like, I don't think you would know. You don't have the ability to distinguish between the two. I think.
And the
Shibble's gonna taste everything to see if it's magic.
Arto, I'm gonna put just one hand on it.
Arto is full-blown magic. Just exactly what you would expect. Times 10 in terms of complexity. You see essentially circuit boards of invisible, like, ley lines of like magical circuits. All of this thing, places where all of the fungal growths have started to reflect the same patterns of the circuit boards. So like extra circuits are being grown by this fungal interaction, and it's carrying the magic through it. It's all very dormant.
But it reminds me of the spell grid.
Okay, very very much exactly what you would expect to see when you see something magical.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Can it be tomorrow? Is more stuff gonna happen?
You guys can do that if you want.
I mean, Arto's not responding to the two
Oh, I
magical
guess.
objects.
Well, I guess not as such. I think if you are looking while you are touching and identifying Arto, you see little waves of like your own sort of. You're putting out energy into these things around. Like you are leaving your fingerprint on it. So your quote unquote fingerprint, not your actual fingerprint. But like when you touch things, when you're doing this, like you power it a little bit each time.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment, like you know, Arto sort of shudders a little bit. There's a little bit of a response, just a touch of a response.
Okay.
So theoretically, at some point, she might be able to see that a particular person had powered something by the
Theoretically, yeah, it's possible.
Okay. I'm gonna. I don't always have like a cup of milk on the thing. Let's say I do tonight. It's like not always on the go. It's maybe once or twice a week.
Mhm.
I kind of rub the milk into it, put it in the little tree that I have in my bedroom, pour the rest of the milk in, wash the glass, put it decently back in the dish rack, and go to bed.
I also feel like none of us can figure out how Nadezhda wants the dish rack loaded. Like, no matter what we do, it's always the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, she comes home.
You guys are
Every
using
time
it upside down.
Every time she comes home or wakes up in the morning, she just looks at the dish rack. And then keeps going.
Does your disdain last?
No. I mean, no.
As your disdain dwindles, the things popping and whizzing and burning around you disappear.
Like, she recognizes that her roommates have kind of done her a solid in terms of helping her.
This is why we were brought together. Only this group of people can annoy Nadezhda enough for her to unlock her true power.
When are we getting our power back?
Well,
Yeah, can we call, like,
Who? The power company here is who is it? It's
I feel like there was one that did more heavy industry stuff.
there is let me look real quick.
Edgewise?
No, Edgewise does like they make like motors.
Yeah.
Um
I mean, that's the only one that came to mind when you said heavy industry.
that's fair, yeah. No, I think it might have been Syllabary.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't really interacted.
Yeah,
with
I think Syllabary has the contract for power grid.
We haven't pissed anyone off at
That we
Silverberry,
know of.
have we? Have
You
we?
don't know. You have no idea.
I
I'm
haven't
gonna get
killed
a letter
anyone
tomorrow
there.
from Syllabary saying you have a trial.
Your trial period begins.
you are demanded to appear at the courthouse to face charges from Syllabary.
Please sign the EULA. According to the EULA that you just signed, you have a trial date assigned to you.
All right.
Yeah, you guys, you're gonna rest, yeah? So pick your rest actions. Are you gonna do your downtime?
Yeah.
Yep. I think you can auto succeed on that.
Okay.
It's gonna be a countdown of 4. So let's do. It's now at 3.
Okay.
If you want to roll, we can roll. If you get a crit, we'll knock out 2.
Okay. Oh, that was not.
It's not a crit. So don't worry about it. Okay, cool. Power is not turning back on overnight. So when you wake up, the power is not on. Actually, no. I think when you wake up, the power is kind of on. It's like half. Seems to be very location dependent on where Nadezhda is in the house.
Nadezhda, can you stand near the microwave for a few minutes?
Fly off into the distance while she drinks her moon tea.
Put that burrito in there.
Yeah,
It's only be like a minute 30.
Fine.
I think Shibble, you might give me the party, an idea to possibly have Nadezhda stand near one of the exterior wires to reconnect the house.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Again,
But
just sort of.
Please wait for my burrito to be done before we do this.
I mean, alternatively, I was just gonna rub myself on the carpet and touch the wire.
Not in a weird way.
What was Not
I don't
everything
know,
is weird,
I don't
Raymond.
know. I don't know.
Okay, my
You
burrito's
can
done.
do
We can
it?
You do it.
Okay, fine.
You do it.
How much of our house is carpeted?
You tell me. You guys brought the carpets. The carpets do not come with the house. The house is made of fungus.
I feel like
Not fungus, wood.
I brought carpet to my room. I don't know if anyone else brought any.
I don't remember encountering carpet when I broke through Cordelia's
You did
floor.
not. Yeah, you
I
definitely
think
didn't.
her room's clear.
Just spend a beer. Oh yeah,
Spend a fear
yeah, that's right.
On the carpet?
No, we got spend a fear on.
Or on your attempt to
On me
Static yourself.
attempting to electrocute the house back onto the grid?
I'm gonna say yes. Actually, I'm gonna say that happens at the same time that you do what you're doing. And that means that I need both of you to make finesse rolls for me.
Finesse.
"14 with hope."
These are reaction rolls, so they don't generate hope or fear.
18?
18. You succeed, you fail. You both get slightly electrocuted. For you, this just means that you get very puffy again. For you, outside, you are standing in a puddle as you're trying to do this, and you
or Nadezhda.
you have let's do. Somebody roll me 2d6.
I'm gonna have to
2d6.
Yeah.
mark damage.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's a 6 and a 2.
You take 8 points of electricity damage.
Awesome. That's major damage.
What is
So
that? 2 hit points.
yeah,
I can heal you.
I'm not expecting to get into a fight. I'll just heal normally.
I mean, it's a once per long rest thing, so it's
You guys
pretty much...
just woke up.
Oh, okay. This is, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
So there I am.
Are you also puffy now?
Yeah, I think she's
No
also.
more perfect Bob.
You're
No, nothing can touch the ball.
no. Instead of being puffy, what it is you have that thing where like somebody who's about to get struck by lightning, their hair starts to stand up. But it's like you've already been struck, so it's like it's just hanging out like this a little bit, like
I think it goes full Bride of Frankenstein.
just straight up. It's just kind of waving a little bit in the wind. Like over 10 minutes, it'll start, each strand will individually fall down. Yep.
And every now and again, she kind of goes.
Just a little bit of a twitch, a little bit of extra electrical energy into your body that needs to be expelled.
Or you just walk up to
I
Sam
can't
and
wait.
poke him so all your static goes into...
Oh, actually, roll.
Roll for irritation.
No, roll a Where's the full of dice? It's back here. Oh, in
You want some dice?
You got-
We got dice.
we got dice.
We got dice.
All right, so I'm gonna roll this as okay. The flash of electricity. Natasha is wearing one thing that had a tracker in it. Yours. So it breaks one of the trackers.
Okay.
So you lose one tracker up.
What blazer were you wearing?
I feel
I'm going to say it's piped with copper, and that's why.
Oh, that's very cool. I like that a lot.
Shouldn't have... Oh, blazer, that one's on me.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Why
So
is it like
But
a
is that
compression
your
thing?
lounge? Is that one of your lounge blazers?
No, we're going out today.
I think you
so-
notice the smell of something burning in your pocket. In like not even your pocket, in like a little like like a sewn in little pocket inside within like the hem.
I hate it when the store leaves the tags on. Roll 3 times if you passed each time. You get a pass. Unless something extraordinary. Alright, so we're gonna head out to the Vexen side of town.
Are you gonna fix your hair first?
It fell back into place.
Slowly.
Okay.
Yeah. By the time you guys are heading out, like her hair is normal again.
And I'm going to go to Sam. You need more forks?
Yeah. There was an unfortunate incident, and most of our forks melted.
Unfortunate.
It was unforeseen.
The radio in the car changes 3 stations.
Yeah.
And then... And I'm going to give you the...
It's just
I think we know the
Terrorist?
same, like, discount...
Restaurant supply store.
Yes, it's one of those incredibly dusty things, and
Yeah.
it's a front. I need you to buy some drugs.
I mean, never gonna say no to that.
All right.
I think that the restaurant supply store is called Cutlery and Things.
cuts and stuff.
Yeah, cuts and stuff.
And stuff.
You
And
Joe, give him the cut.
Yeah.
there's something happening. One of my family does a little bit of on the side. Could you ask about Isabel? Isabel, and I don't think she has the same last name. I think she's like a cousin.
No, yeah. She's a cousin for sure.
So, Isabel... Artex?
That's so close to what I was thinking. Very funny.
Isabel Artex.
You want me to ask at Cuts and Things?
You know her. I've seen her around. She is usually so reliable. You do not understand why.
Yeah,
She's in
those-
trouble.
if anyone knows, it'll be those guys. They're on the up and up.
And so I'm going to try to figure out. I've weaponized one of my roommates, and then I guess I go to Chibble, who is still full chinchilla, and I'm going to take you into Arrakis dry cleaning.
Oh,
Not a drop of water.
Perfect for your current look.
And go to Lena and say, can you possibly do something to... We may be having a trial. Can you do something to take the volume out of this enormous cow person? I want to say their name is Shibble.
You know, closer than you get, better than you've done with Sam's name.
Yeah. And I'm going to put Shibble quietly, like, there's sort of a supply closet next to the place where I kind of meet up with Max. And have Lena essentially hand you some, like, dryer strips. And
I think exactly what I was thinking. It would be like dryer strips and maybe some pomade.
Yeah, and maybe one of those, like, dry cleaning balls
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
can rub over yourself.
Maybe there's like some sandpaper to polish her horns.
Yeah. And a little
Horn
wax.
polish.
Yeah.
And
Open horn.
but I'm in a closet?
yes.
It's just where the stuff's kept.
And I go to you. I may meet a man. I will meet a man.
Okay,
Maybe.
good for you.
Thank you.
For once.
You were showing me the horns. You're a nice, Shibble. He may be a little annoyed with me. I would appreciate backup. Should he try something? Can you do this?
What would he try?
I really don't know. I am beginning to understand that I know him less than I think. All right?
So if we don't know what he's gonna do, how will I know if he's trying something?
Probably blood-curdling screams from me.
I didn't know you could do that, but okay.
We'll give it a try. All right. And I'm gonna go get in my, it's always a lost and found, so now it's like teeny tiny little shorts and like I got turned on down at the lighthouse t-shirt and get my burner phone
Oh my god.
and
It's my shirt. Instead of Acid House, it says Acid Lighthouse. Like, get turned on at the Acid Lighthouse. Yes.
and
Absolutely.
call Max and wait for him.
All right, so we're gonna do your thing because I think
Yeah.
your thing basically just happened. We're gonna do your thing.
Okay, so I walk into Custom Stuff and I say, "Oh, hey, Valentino, how's it going?
Hey.
How's your grandma? Is she feeling better?
Yeah.
Anyway, I need my my normal order of forks.
Right.
And hey, you know a lot of people, right?
Who's asking?
I am.
Maybe.
So I got this friend. I've kind of lost contact with them, and I'm trying to find them, make sure they're okay. Their name is Isabel Artax.
Oh, you're looking for the good.
Yeah, Artax, like the horse from the
Atreyu.
Neverending Story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The story without end.
Man, that was sad.
Yeah.
When that horse sank into the swamp.
It may or may not have scarred me. It might be the reason that I chose a life of crime. I mean, selling cutlery.
It's a noble profession.
Pulls out just a plastic bin with like loose forks of a variety of makes. There's like 20 forks in it, and they're just like, some of them are like obviously dirty, some of them are flat, some of them are like gold, like there's just no uniformity here at all. And he's like, yeah, here's this month's fork order.
Thanks, Valentino. This is
Spend a fear. Chappie said, spend a
fork.
fear. Spend a fork.
Go take a fighter with me, and Sam gets attacked.
Oh, yeah. So, how do I cause a complication here? Here is how I cause a complication. Isabel, huh? She's not in the game anymore.
But yeah, that's why I'm trying to get a hold of her.
No, man, she's not in the game anymore.
Is she like, you know,
He's gone.
like gone?
Gone.
Like dead?
I don't know.
But when was the last time anybody saw her?
The last time I saw her was a month ago, but I got her most recent shit.
So it like forwarded to you?
Well, I was given to me.
Oh, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even have to pay for it?
It's... Why are you so concerned with my finances?
I mean, I'm just like, hey, if you got the good stuff for sale.
I do. What you want?
What do you got?
I got entirely pure rust.
Ooh, that's good
This
stuff.
shit will make you indistinguishable from the emotional background state of whatever room you are in.
Yeah, I want some of that.
How much?
A kilo?
The hell is a kilo?
I don't. What do they use to measure drugs in Vescarre?
I think they're gonna be like really arcane, like arcane in the hour.
Like a hog's head?
Yeah, something like that. It's a quantity that.
Can you give me 3 grams? How much would that be?
Oh yeah, I got 5 grams right here for 500.
Yeah, we can do business.
Yeah, this shit is so pure. Be careful.
And it's in like a good container, right? Like,
It's in individual dram containers. Whatever. In my head, it's like this much.
I think that feels right. But
yeah. You know, it's an essential oil unit. This is the good shit. This is like, you're gonna look. I've heard so many people talk about somebody. God talked to them when they were eating this shit. Yeah. Anyway, here's your forks and here's your drugs.
Thanks, man.
Texting.
So, who's taking over for Isabel? Is that you? Or...
Well, we're trying to figure that out right now.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
He's out. She got into some trouble.
Got into trouble.
Yeah.
What kind of trouble?
She slipped and fell.
Oh. Oh, I hope she's suing, owners, wherever she was.
Don't you have a trial coming up?
So I need that stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. Are you gonna drug the judges?
Just wait and see. I don't
Well,
want
if you did, you didn't get it from me. No, I'm not kidding. You didn't get it
No,
from
no,
me.
I know, man, I know. But if someone asks me where I got these forks, I'm pointing in your direction because this is quality merch.
Looks around the empty room that has like there's like shelves.
There's like one
A
kitchen
plate,
knife, like
yeah, a kitchen knife, a single like punch bowl. Like this is shit that came from like a thrift store, like just absolutely covered in dust. Instead of that, there's like crates and crates of other unnamed things behind the shelves.
Oh, you know what? I'm looking for sponsors too. If you want to get your name out there, could really ride on the back of this publicity.
No, man.
All right. Well, let me know if you change your mind.
Sure thing.
And tell your grandma I said hi.
Do you know my grandmother? Are you threatening her? What's
No, last time you said that
happening?
she was sick.
Yeah, I was lying.
Oh,
I just wanted you to leave the store because I had actual. Never mind. I gotta go.
okay.
You gotta go. You've overstayed your welcome.
Well,
Thank
tell
you
her I
very
said
much.
hi.
I will. Absolutely. He shoves you out the door. You're carrying a plastic bin full of a non-uniform make of forks.
I imagine there's just a couple of spoons stuck in there too.
Absolutely, and like a spatula, like for weight to like make up the weight of it, and like there's 5 like brown vials of like finely ground.
I did look up how much a dram is.
How much is
Not
it?
a lot. It's
Yeah, that feels about like what I was imagining.
Yeah, it's about what I was thinking. Yeah.
okay. So in the U.S. fluid ounce system, a dram is 1/8 of an ounce. Very, very little amounts. But if you're pouring whiskey...
Oh my god, it's literally an eighth. It's an eighth.
Oh yeah.
It's literally
If
an
you're
eighth, which is
pouring
3.5
whiskey,
fluid ounces.
it would be like
Milliliters.
30 milliliters.
So like in weed,
So it just
that is
depends
1/8 is 3.5 grams.
What
Oh, yeah.
units?
That's funny. So yeah, we'll do that. That actually really tracks with this. We're going to call it that.
A
I think-
few eighths.
When Sam leaves, he's gonna dial that number that he got from God.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them up on my talker.
Nothing happens.
Does he have to stand next to Nadezhda?
No, your stuff is working out here.
Can you text the number?
Also, you guys reconnected the power, so it's
I
fine.
text the number you up.
There's no,
And then,
there's
like,
no response.
A winky emoji.
There's no response. This number has a weird number of digits in it. You've never seen a number with this many digits.
Yeah, just sitting there like pressing.
Yeah. 3, 7, 2, 9, 8, 8, 2, 1, 7, 0, 0, 7. Triangle. That's not a number at all.
Is it a code?
Does the number that they gave me seem to
Do you think you do any drugs?
Sam?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
No, in the moment.
Oh, right now? No.
Okay.
I'm not that irresponsible.
See, this guy did say, people say when they take it, they talk to God.
No, he's definitely planning to take it. It's
Okay.
just like, this seems like a bad time.
Got it. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, nothing's going on while you're doing that. In my head, you're just like on your headset, like carrying a box of forks with some loose leaf rolling around jars of drugs on top of it, and you're like, "Hey, hello,
Is this God?
hello."
Are you there, God? It's me, Sam.
Yeah, you rejoin. Yeah, after you are now shiny as hell. You are so shiny. You look good.
Shibble, you look amazing.
Did
Didn't I
Max
always?
not come?
I mean, yeah.
Back.
Didn't show up.
Nope.
Are there other employees here at the dry cleaning?
Just Lena. She's reading a book. And she's pretending to ignore you.
Hey, where's that Stoot guy who hangs around here?
This is a dry cleaner. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Like a white suit?
Yeah, it's
Fancy
like
looking fella?
Like he wears the suit?
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't seen him in a while.
Hmm.
You want to get shined?
Yeah. Shine me up.
She shines your horns. He does a horn shine for you. You guys have matching horn shines.
Okay, we're definitely doing this for the trial.
It looks fantastic.
Okay.
I'll meet you outside.
I send a picture of my shiny horns to our publicist person, our stylist.
Okay. Yep. No response from that.
My phone works, right? I sent a text to Nadezhda just to see if my phone worked.
You get a text from Sam.
I'm not looking at it.
But I hear the little like buzz.
Yeah.
Right? I think someone's screening my calls.
Okay. I'm gonna ask them to wait outside and just talk to Lena for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
David?
Shiva, look what I got.
Look at the drugs I bought. Drugs and forks.
It's the good stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up?
Nothing?
Nothing. No, he hasn't been around. Well, I haven't seen him in almost a week.
Do you get many Hilukath employees?
Just him. He had a card in his pocket. It's weird, I know. He does. I think something happened. He left clothes here.
May I see them?
Yeah.
Okay.
She takes it to like a box of, you know, different
Arcane
tailored
sense?
suits.
Anything?
Nothing.
You could have Shipple taste them.
Did I... Okay. So he's Vexen, Helicamp. He could have gotten trouble either way.
He got caught up in the shit that happened at Helicamp this week.
What happened at Helicamp?
What happened to Helicamp?
Your phone's suddenly working again. I think, man, I don't know, I just heard, I mean, I don't go into the city like that, but like, did you hear, like, a bunch of the Helicamp people got kidnapped and they're missing, and there's a ransom, and all that shit is, like, really bad. There was, like, video release. It was really fucked up.
Thank you, Lena.
Very...
I am going to look for... Well, now I worry. I'm going to look for the videos.
Yeah, I think it's very, very quick to find that. You just see video of effectively like a somebody streaming a like rounding up a bunch of Helicamp. You hear that it's on behalf of what was the name? One sec. And find one sec. I need to find the name you hear them, let's say something about Athenian.
Athenia. Another one.
Athenian.
Athenia.
Yeah. It's like Athen and then
Is
Eon.
that something we heard of before?
It's a Magacorp.
Hmm.
The Athenion is famously a Magacorp that isn't located in Hyrcadia. They are based out of the Lowlight District, in fact. They are the primary producers of the kinds of chemical and hardware things that run on, or that operate like most of the signs in the city. Especially in the Lowlight District. They make basically they make neon signs out of all kinds of crazy things with all kinds of crazy weird magical effects. They make screens sometimes, like low end screens, the type of things you might see on the street, like broadcasting stuff. But you see like advertising, like film footage in the Lowlight District. But yeah, one of the people in the video who's like not the person taking the video, but like is working with them. They talk about like Athenion like taking its sort of rightful place, etc.
Okay. Low light district, is that near the lighthouse?
It's where you guys are.
Where we are.
You're this entire section. The Lowlight District is the entirety of the city that's outside of the walls. So anything outside of the other named areas, basically, except for the Ironwood. It's the slums. It's everybody who can't get into all of the other places. It's the majority of the city by space, by population, and it's entirely well. The fight for regulating stuff like magical stuff within the Lake District is the primary driver of quote unquote innovation. It's where most IP infractions occur.
Everywhere more problems. So, this is more of him. Can I get a bead on where he might be,
You don't see him in any video.
given this?
I was just saying he's not on video. But are you gonna try the dice again? The die?
Everywhere new problem. All right. This man is in trouble.
This is the same man.
Oh,
who
are
was
you
gonna
back?
try
Are you
something?
back out with us? Because
Yeah.
Okay.
He was gonna try something with you, but now he's in trouble.
I do not know.
You want to help him now?
Frankly, he's pretty low on my list of people to help, if I'm being honest.
If he were not shrieking in pain, he would be very low on my list too. What do we need?
I think you guys would sort of have a sense of the history of the city where when there's any sort of destabilization of the power structure, it is very common for other megacorps to swoop in to sort of claim some of the territory, so to speak. What happened with Ardent when you guys got arrested was bad, and there was like people swooping in to sort of take stuff there. Ardent seems to have pushed that back. But some of the people that attacked them seem to be getting attacked. So like it was Helicanth often, not entirely, but Helicanth was the one where the primary like antagonist that you saw in that moment, like when they were the primary ones you saw attacking Ardent. It seems that like while they were doing that, like somebody else decided to try to swoop in and attack Helicanth.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever it is either accidentally grabbed Max or knew his role in some way. Which I think would scare you. That would mean that they probably know you.
Yeah. I mean, there's that. People are disappearing everywhere. All around us. Imogen. My family. Have you told me about Isabel?
Oh, yeah.
Isabel. This man. Do you have something to do today?
I mean, sure, but if you need my help.
I do not need it. But I want to see if I can find this man and stop him from being tortured.
Do we want to ask Marla?
Ugh. Let's see. I have this, which is a talisman. It has his fingerprints on it, correct?
His magical fingerprint.
What do you mean? Which
The
the
dice.
dice specifically? I don't think you saw that. I don't mean to answer that question directly. What I mean to say is that's not a thing that I was trying to relate to.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that you would have
But okay,
that knowledge.
okay. This die is seemingly still connected to him in some way. The spell is connected to him. So maybe we can use that to trace where that magic is going.
I get a fork out of your fork thing. So many people I cannot find. There's nothing else I can do. All right.
If this works, I have an idea of what it might look like.
Okay.
So I think we set the die on the ground. I point the fork at it, and it just starts rolling a little bit in the right direction.
Oh my God. It's like a dowsing dropping. Okay. I just want to be clear. Today is currently Hearthseed.
Take us to Max, girl.
So you have
Is
two.
Max down the well?
Yeah. Okay, so
Hey, I could have been on a date right now.
Yeah,
but
well, there's nothing we can do to prepare for the trial, so there's not really any point.
you are you gonna do this as a tag team?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that. What is that? 3 hope?
I have it. And I'm going to use Even the Gods Are Afraid.
I'm going to use There Is No Spoon, a fork-related task.
Oh, you got way better.
Yeah.
I got 12, and then even with...
I got
15.
26 with hope. I rolled a 12 and a 10. No, 25.
Look at those
I got
eyebrows go up.
I think you expect this fork to roll on the ground. It does not. This fork flies like a heat-seeking
Follow that
fucking
fork.
missile through some boarded-up buildings and crashes through like an apartment tenement complex. You hear a cat like in the distance. Like it shoots like a missile.
Sam was going
We're
to
following
run after
the
the
fork?
fork. Follow that fork!
Go ahead.
Follow the fork!
Run after it.
You chase it for probably 6 or 7 blocks. And then you end up in front of a store front. It's just a neon sign store front.
Dibble there's the door!
Is there a fork hole in the wall?
The fork is embedded in some glass. Some reinforced glass that didn't shatter.
A storefront with reinforced glass.
Yep.
Does anything look expensive inside that store?
Yep. This is Athenion.
All right. I know an executive at Athenia.
I don't think you would. So Athenion they're a weird company. They are a megacorp that exists because nobody else gives a shit, basically. They are a megacorp that effectively were the mafia. But they have an entire monopoly on sign making because signs are important, screens are important. And they're the only ones who know how to make this shit.
Okay.
It's trade secret turned into a thug sort of threat operation. They come by and they'll break your shit if you don't buy from them. And nobody ever decided to regulate it. You know that they have a sort of thuggish leader, but you don't know much about him.
Seems that we're picking a fight with the mafia. Well,
Is the door unlocked?
You try to open the door, it opens.
Okay.
I mean, this place is open, right?
Yeah, it's open.
Alright, we're going in.
we're going in.
Can I take the fork out of the glass though?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just to just shatter the glass people.
No, it doesn't. It's
As
like,
I'm holding it, is it still like pulling in a direction?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's pulling hard. Like it's yeah. But this is like fork-proof glass. Magically reinforced, physically reinforced.
Game is so good.
Yeah, you grab it out of the door, and you're like, there's like a, you know, that like circular pattern that happens when like if like a rock hits a window.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like one of those, but it's like fork shaped, and it's like 3 of them. And you open the door, and there's this guy who's like walking up to the door, and he's like, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck you doing? The fuck?"
Some kid ran by and threw a fork at your door.
That's bullshit. I saw what happened. A fork just fucking hit my door. What are you doing? Who the fuck are you people?
Is the fork still pulling?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just holding it like this.
Yeah. Are you fucking threatening me with a fork?
I'm
Pulls out a
not
gun,
trying to.
Straight up pulls out
I
a
just
gun.
came to buy a sign, man.
Talk to one of my fucking vendors. What are you doing at my fucking corporate office?
Sorry, I don't know. The charm in the wrong place. Jeez.
Well, leave.
Who believes that there are some people who may want to leave us with us?
I don't give a shit.
Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Midnight Spirit. Well, first I gotta use my staff,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my Midnight Spirit to hit him again with the staff. Where's my goddamn? Well, okay. Dual staff. 1d6 plus 3. Instinct. Okay. Well, that is with hope. But it is only an 11.
What would you need to succeed?
I don't know. Maybe I succeeded here.
1 sec. You almost certainly did. I'm gonna pull up a stat sheet.
Is this combat? Are we in combat?
We
Yeah.
are in combat. This is gonna be. Do you want to pull up minis?
Sure.
Is it mini
We're
worthy?
almost at the end of the session. So
I mean,
Can we?
how quick is this gonna be over?
we have about 15 minutes.
No,
Oh.
I mean, like, yeah.
All
I
right.
think we'll
I
just keep
yeah.
going with the theater.
Theater of the
Okay,
mind.
All right. Let me grab a stat sheet real quick.
How close are we?
I mean, imagine he was right up in our face yelling at us.
Yeah.
He was sort of walking into
And
the
he was
room
walking towards Shibble
towards the door. Yeah.
I mean,
because
I
Shibble was
imagine
the
it
one
as
threatening
we
him
just
with the
came
fork.
in and he's.
Should
Somewhere-
release the fork,
If I do, what would happen?
and maybe it'll go
If he's
through him.
between, I would love for it to go through this man.
Unstoppable force. Immovable object.
Unstoppable fork against asshole.
I mean,
Here's a fork to your asshole. Let's go.
I mean, I was thinking
Stick a fork in
if he's
him.
gonna threaten me with a gun, I'm gonna hit him. And I'm assuming
Just in case, yeah.
the
We got-
fork is
We're
one-handed,
probably
so
not
I
gonna
can
go to minis right now.
wield
but,
my mace with the other one and hit him with my mace
just one
if I
sec.
have
Well, we
to.
should resolve the.
yeah, I'm gonna resolve the first thing
Yeah.
first.
Um,
Let me make sure.
I want to say, Nadeshda is so friggin' angry that she has to, that she heard this man shrieking in pain. Or she knows.
Let's set up on the table. Let's set up on the table. for this.
And therefore feels some kind of sympathy to save him.
Is he the only adversary here?
That you see right now, yes.
That's a non-answer.
But you expect a place like this, more people are gonna show up. I mean, it's like a
I
mafia.
mean, more
type-
people, sure, but more
Also-
adversary.
Well, I mean, it's clearly like a mafia hideout.
Called it corporate headquarters.
Does it have a CCTM?
I left Arto at home.
Let's do
He'd
this.
have to feel the
Oh.
CPM.
Brady.
Can't I just kill one man and rescue another? I don't like either of them.
All right, put the minis out.
At
Ooh,
the jaws of
we have
defeat.
man with gun adversary.
Oh, perfect.
He has a top hat.
Man with steampunk adversaries.
I'm gonna show the camera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show the camera this man with the top hat.
Can we get the
See the
where's the
man?
map?
Look at him.
That like
That little,
Some real
That
Sir
little
Kensington
gun.
energy.
yeah, it really does though.
this man in the tailcoat and the top hat with a gun.
I wanted to do this. Meet one dude. See if he wanted to kill me.
Well, you did meet a dude who wants to kill you, so
Right? Shmini.
So what will the camera back? Aim it at table.
Oh, I'm gonna let someone who knows cameras do that. I'm not a tech person.
So angry. So angry that I have to save this man. I'm not even going to be grateful or helpful.
Ninja, just stop. He's already dead.
Let's do a door.
Door?
You already walked the door.
The
Oh.
cracked
That's-
one.
The door is what had the fork in it.
Oh.
We can make a door out of this.
A useful prop.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like door.
He's pointing at Shibble.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't see,
because I
can
have
you?
the fork.
Yeah.
Minis are
Well,
so good.
I bet he's fucking great.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have the spotlight.
Well,
Okay.
did we resolve the damage?
Oh, the
Yes.
It was 11 altogether.
11 altogether.
With Hope.
This was which attack?
With my dual staff.
Okay, so you have to be
Yes. Yeah, so we should move you up to.
here. That hits.
Okay, 1d6 plus 3.
Okay.
So that's 8.
The 8 is. One sec. It's going to be 2 HP.
Okay.
Whole thing's in a little tighter, so everything.
No, just one. Sorry, I apologize. Just 1 HP. I can't remember how that works. Is if 8's the threshold, is it 1 or 2? It's 2.
It's 2.
Yeah,
yeah.
it is 2.
Because if it's less than the threshold, then it's
Awesome,
just
because
one.
I have
But if it
2
meets the
unhealed
heat,
HP
right?
Yeah, yeah.
points from being electrocuted this morning. We decided not to heal
I
because
offered
we
to
are.
heal.
You did. But I was like, why would I need that? We're not getting into combat. If anyone's going to
Okay.
be in combat.
I want to run up to him, do like a roundhouse kick.
You do a roundhouse kick?
Yeah, I'm using my arcane gauntlets, but it's like kind of the same thing, right?
It's a little bit like that.
And I'm gonna
Actually gonna move.
use my I know kung fu.
Trying to get some more light on the minis so you can see how
Ooh.
wonderfully they are painted.
Well, the other one.
Yeah, but still.
But
It's
yeah.
more than 11, which
Yeah.
so it hits.
So it hits, and I'm going to burn 2 stress to turn it into a hope.
Okay.
So that's a 12 with hope.
12 with hope. 12 does not hit.
Oh, she
Wait.
hit with an 11 though.
Oh, 11, I'm sorry, you're right. I apologize. You're
And that's
correct.
a 14 with Hope.
Oh yeah, you're right.
14 hit?
Yes, for sure. You know, a 12 would hit. At 11 hits.
Okay.
I was confusing that with his high threshold.
Right here, heading the jaws of defeat.
How much damage is it?
13.
Let's see. So that is 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I'm going to use Forceful Push to do 1d6 more and slam him into the glass door. That's 6. All right, awesome.
Glass door is behind you. Glass door's over here.
So pushing
can
him
I, like,
back
kind of
towards me.
Run up
I
behind
got
him.
it. I got it.
Like position myself so I can do this.
Yeah.
So that is 15, 19 damage.
19 damage?
And
Okay.
he's pushed back towards me at the door.
I mean, my goal was to slam him into the door. At least thematically.
Yes, my
Jeez. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So you grab this guy's shirt, I guess, and just fucking ram its head into the glass door. The fork-proof glass is also skull-proof, it turns out. And you hit it like a gong. Boom! Just like, you can see he is seeing birds and stars right now.
Can I don't want to reason with him, but I gotta at least try.
I'm gonna spend a fear real quick.
Oh.
And
Oh, actually, and I'm also going to spend a hope to make him vulnerable.
Oh, more minis. They're not on the screen, but they are there.
so you guys see there are. Can we move the camera back a little bit? See if we can get a wider angle on it.
There we go. Now we can see all of them.
Also, I think I can do.
We used to light them from this side.
No, it's just turning it off and on.
Yeah, there's too much light from the back.
How's that? Good luck.
What?
Is this a way to make this brighter?
It's pretty bright.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the brightest? Okay, got
I
it.
think so.
Oh, you can touch the map. Good call.
I'm interested in whether I'm getting everyone killed to save a man I neither like nor trust.
Okay, so
As long as you're not named Dutch, I guess I will do anything for you.
yeah, good call. Yeah, we're moving down. Okay, so you grab this bro. Yeah, he's not a bro. You grab him and you're like, bro, and you just fucking slam him into the door. Full blown.
Like roundhouse kick, and he flies backwards and hits the door.
Yeah. And oh, it's a new choice. We got a new choice.
Oh.
I didn't see that. Let's do who wants the new choice? You get a new choice.
Okay. Can I instead slam him into one of these guys?
You're approaching from behind. Yeah, I'll say yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Okay. So you throw him backwards. And I'm gonna make a reaction roll for them. Not one. Okay, cool. So I roll worse than Murph. You hit this guy with that guy, and they become
One guy.
not even. It's not that they just become like weapons to each other. And this guy is vulnerable. this guy's going to be vulnerable too. Roll. No, I'm not going to say he takes damage. I think he's going to just be vulnerable.
Yeah, I
because he
think
just gets thrown off like of his gate. He's walking forward, carrying a gun. Okay, so what we got? Excellent, Chappie, excellent. All right, so what do we got? We got.
Well, Shibble has yet to.
I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to spend another fear.
Use
I
the
have to spend one
fork.
more fear to bring in both those. All right, so go ahead.
Release the fork.
You just release it.
Is that a whole action to let go
I
of
would
a
not
fork?
say that it's an action. No.
But like position it so that it's pointing towards them, and then let go of it.
I mean, I would assume that even
Yeah.
if it's pointed at them,
Yeah,
if it's aimed somewhere else with its...
It's pointing down the hallway that they're coming out.
Okay, then I guess it is going towards them. If I let it go, it might hit them.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and make an attack with it. Make
Make an attack roll.
yeah, make an attack like a melee attack.
Fork foo.
What would I even do?
I
Like,
touch you well.
Just strength.
just strength?
Yep.
Okay, I mean, I do have a lot of strength. That
And add
Is-
3 to this.
3 on top of my strength modifier?
Yeah. This is gonna be the weapons like additional
Oh,
bonus.
okay. So that's a 13 with hope on the die, plus 3 for my strength makes it a 16 with hope, plus 3
You guys
for
have
the
never rolled
fork
this well. I just want you to
makes
know that.
it a 19 with hope.
A 19
For the
with hope
fork.
for the fork. Okay. The fork hits this guy in the face.
Oh,
That is all of his HP. He is down. You release the fork, you line it up like one eye open, you're just like, point it toward him, and you let go, and it just goes right into his eye.
oh! How deep? Like all the way back?
No, not all the way back, but it goes.
Just
it
a
Or
little
does
goes
it start dragging him
no,
towards
it,
where
it,
the
like,
fork
it hits him in the eye, and it scratches along the side of his face. It doesn't like go into his eyeball.
Okay,
It just
okay,
like it knocks him back. He hits his head on the ground. That's your damage. He had one HP left, so he's down. And the fork down the hallway.
All right.
You have 2 people left in front of you.
Okay.
Well, we
Um,
decided that wasn't an action.
Oh yeah, that's
Just
true.
to let
Yes,
go
you
of the
did.
fork.
You did. We did decide
So-
that.
Yeah.
Which one of these people looks more threatening? Are they roughly equivalent?
Depends on what you think is threatening. One of them has a gun. One of them seems to be a caster.
I'm gonna go for gun. I don't understand magic.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight gun.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run up to him and hit him with my mace.
Okay.
That's an 18 with hope on the attack roll.
Yeah. Yes. Jeez.
Alright, so that is 2d8 plus 1 on the physical damage, and I will use my Slayer die, that's a d6
Okay.
for additional damage.
Okay.
So, in total, 2d8 plus a d6
Maybe we
plus
can
1.
intimidate them into letting us take over the mafia.
Oh,
You want some of this?
What'd you do?
3 die. I rolled a 1, and a 2.
Oh, no.
Plus 1, so 5 physical damage.
You.
It's minor damage.
Yeah, it's definitely minor.
It's minor.
You want me to move
it's-
you up to
Yeah. if you don't
Okay,
mind.
yeah, put me in position. I'm hitting gun guy.
as soon as this is good.
So you just run up and punch gun guy in the jaw, but you
with
don't
my mace.
with your mace. Yeah. You punch him with we punch him with a hammer, and then he just sort of swerves the last second as he's still like recovering from the fact that he was previously hit with a person,
And then a fork.
and then a
would-
fork flew by him like down was over there, and yeah, so that's what happened just now.
I'm so
You guys
glad I
still have
used
the
Slayer
spotlight.
die.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to the caster and punch them very hard.
Okay.
You know kung fu when you punch them.
You're not gonna- I'm probably not going to spend my experience because they're fairly easy to hit, and I also have a shit ton of prayer dice that goes away at the end of the session.
Yeah.
All right, that is 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so 16, so that hits, right?
Yes, that hits. This is a. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna make sure. Right. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. All right. You said 16. It
Mhm.
does hit. Yes.
And that is with hope.
You guys,
We're doing great.
you're doing really
We're
well.
doing really well.
It's kind of not fair. You guys are really like
Oh, not fair.
fair, really.
Oh, you
Healthy
poor
force
thing.
push. 14 damage, and he flies across the room.
14 damage.
2-2, man.
It's like a scary person.
One sec. Hold on. I want to see.
I'm like, it did 8 damage.
Oh my god, this
Sam's
is
like,
terrible.
"Boom."
I used the
I'm a
wrong stuff. Okay, so
With an
yeah,
extra
Sam is fucking pumped
Yeah.
right now. Sam is like something about this interaction has fully like you
The
are
fork is
locked the
back.
fuck in right now. That there is no spoon, there is only fork. So okay, cool. You do major damage, so that's 2. I'm gonna let you know that this NPC has 4 total HP, so you have done 50% damage to it in one hit. And you still have the spotlight. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna steal. Well, actually, no. You go first because you started speaking first.
I mean, so angry that she has to do this. Even the gods are afraid, my experience. I want to point out, no one has to die here. We want the Helocant employees to come with us.
I
That's
thought you
all.
wanted people to die, actually.
I am all right with these people dying. But no one has to.
Okay.
And I'm also going to yell down the hallway that the fork went. All Helocant employees, please get rid of your chains and come this way. We are taking you home.
And stay away from the fork.
And I guess I roll presence with +3.
I'm gonna put. This is gonna be a Jaws of Defeat roll. This is in the Jaws of Defeat.
Oh, my baby again.
What?
This is
Why?
because
I feel like I should have tried to do this because I would have gotten advantage on trying to do it with them.
you are yelling into the void. You are trying to utterly change the direction of the power structure of this entire facility.
I am giving them.
Yeah. So how do we want to set this up? Yeah, hold on 1 sec. Okay. Are you gonna run it or am I gonna run it?
Liza.
Here she is. You guys, this is Liza.
I'm gonna be really upset when this turns out to be like a 7.
With
Well, I
fear.
gotta unload. Oh,
Please, Helocant employees, get out of your various
You guys
torture devices
could
and come
actually-
this way.
Theoretically.
yeah, because I think you took the tag team on the last one, right? So I still have one.
Yep, you have one.
Yeah, I'll tag team it.
Do you need more hope?
I have 4 hope
Okay.
because I'm. So how do I do this?
Great.
Okay.
So
Into your eyeballs we go.
We have a
Okay.
camera in the jaws of the beast.
stick this over here. Let's see.
Am I in? Am I out?
Oh, just write that down. Okay. Are you running it or am I running it? You're gonna do it? Okay.
We have the trigger.
Go.
Blue is my hope.
Oh no, is it frozen? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Okay.
There was beeping? What's that?
Didn't have anything in it.
Nope. Is it not working?
It's a 6. I
What's
think.
the roll though?
It
7?
is a
No, it's a 10
10
with hope.
with my presence, with my
Even the gods are
even the
afraid?
gods are afraid is a 14.
Okay.
With-
And this is a tag team, so I should also.
It's not.
Well, with everything. What with your presence?
Well, so that this is.
Are so upset right now. Nadezhda, you are calling out to these people. Something you're doing is lending gravity to her.
Maybe
I think
the
I'm
fact that
waving
he-
one of the other forks.
the fact that he nearly murdered 2 people with like 2 hits.
Let me bring the lights back. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, cool. That's the jaws of defeat. You got this.
You turned on me.
Goodbye, Liza.
Hi, Liza.
Okay, so, yeah, you, launch another fork down a hallway.
I mean, I guess in this case, I'm just chucking it because
Yeah,
I don't think
you're
it's
just
like.
throwing it.
Yes. I think I was just gesturing threateningly with it.
So the other fork is like hitting a box in the hallway. It's like trying to go through a door and can't get through the door. And the
Trying
other
to go
fork,
through a door.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's like a door that's being held closed, and it's hitting a panel to the left of the door. And like you throw the fork, and the fork that you throw hits a button on the panel the other fork is trying to do, and it opens the door, and inside like a bunch of like cell doors open, and they're clearly just like. This is like a holding storage pen that they are using for for people. And people start to like come out. There's a bunch of Helicamp employees.
Is Max one of them?
Can't see them yet. They're down a hallway.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll run over to them.
Well, these people are still up.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I forgot about them.
They're still here. So they see that. I'm going to spend a fear on that. And take the spotlight. And what happens is
We are slowly, steadily murdered.
as an action, the caster is going to cast a spell. Cost of fear for me to use. So we established that you were looking down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Em was also looking down the hallway. Where were you?
I punched gun guy.
You punched the gun guy, so you're over here somewhere.
No,
That's
Oh, I
the
thought the
guy.
other
Right
was
here.
gun guy.
I was
Oh,
No,
that
yeah,
gun
that
guy.
gun
other
guy.
gun
Yeah.
guy.
Other gun guy, right. My bad. So, yeah, okay, so,
Because I punched Caster,
Yeah.
but I guess after that I helped with the intimidation.
as smoky chains grow out of the ground, grabbing all of you by your arms and legs, you are restrained.
What does that mean?
I mean, well, that's a good question. What does restrain mean?
Like, do we have to make a roll to get out of it? Does it just hinder our
You
next?
cannot move until this condition is cleared, but you can take actions.
So,
Oh, that's just fine.
if gun guy is still in melee range, I can't move, but I can still hit him.
Yes, but you cannot move. You are. You must make a strength or instinct roll, DC 14, to be able to move again.
Does that count as your action, taking the saving
Yes,
roll?
that's an action. I spent a fear for it.
Okay.
And then for the next one, I'm keeping the spotlight on me. And I'm going to. This guy was. No. No. Sorry, one sec. I grabbed the wrong stat block. I was like 1 HP. No, that's false. I know for a fact it had 4. God. Here we go. Sylvan Sword. Here we go. The is within melee range, or is that one guy in melee? No, he's not. Spit a fear for this.
Another one?
The gun dude reaches up. There's like a row of filing cabinets, and he reaches up and just grabs one and pulls it down on you.
I thought he was going to go into G for gun and blood.
No. He pulls it down and on you. So this is pulls a close range. You must make an agility reaction roll of 15.
But I'm restrained, so how does that
You cannot do it.
affect? Okay, so I can't.
Yep.
I can't
So-
move.
You take 1d10 physical damage.
Alright. Oh, D10. Do you need one?
Yes.
That's a
There you go.
D10.
Thank you. Take 7 physical damage as a
Probably use some armor.
Yeah.
get
Seven
smashed by, like,
is my
paperwork.
threshold, so meets it, beats it.
so you get
Makes
that's
it
2.
major damage.
Yep.
So that's 1 armor, 1 HP.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
And then you guys have the spotlight.
All right. Can I attempt a strength roll to break out of
Oh my
these?
God.
Yes.
I'm so stupid.
Oh,
I'll
damn.
talk about it in No But Humans, but I'm so
Okay.
stupid. I didn't use an
That is
ability
19.
That I
19
had.
fear?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 sec. Oh no, that guy's down, so I can't use this. Oh, I can't do anything. There was a fear ability. Like when you guys roll a fear, something happens ability, but that guy's dead. So, yeah. So I get the spotlight again, but you are. No, it's a reaction roll. It doesn't get hope or fear.
Oh, nice.
I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay, so you get out.
Sweet.
So you have your turn.
Oh, okay. I will run up to the caster and punch them very hard.
Okay.
At first, you don't succeed with punching. Okay, that's more than 11. That's enough to hit, right?
The caster is a... One sec. Double checking. Caster is...
14.
14 is the difficulty.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I rolled 2 9s on my 2d10.
Wow. That's all 4 of this person's HP.
And that 18 wasn't the entirety of the... that was without adding anything, too.
That's
but-
crazy. Yeah, because so the threshold is 18. So you do damage just automatically. And this person just goes down. So yeah. Boom. Sam punches this lady in the face. Oh, sorry, that's yours. Apologies. You must make a dice sacrifice to a dice pool. Sam punches this lady in the face. And there's only the gun dude left.
I hit Gun Dude
Yeah.
again for redemption.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a filing cabinet leaning on me. I'm restrained by
Oh, you'd have to. Yes, you can.
shadow vines, but he's still in melee range.
He is
so I
in
can
melee
still
range,
hit him
yep.
without moving.
Yep.
Well,
I'm
I would
gonna do
imagine
that.
the shadow vines died when the
No,
caster-
there's no the. Oh. You're right. They did.
I am no longer
Now there's just a
restrained.
filing cabinet on
Yeah,
top
it's
of
just
you.
a filing cabinet. No
Okay.
more shadow vines. No more
So I'll
magic.
move out from under the filing cabinet and I'll hit this guy.
Okay.
All
You
right.
just file this one under dead.
Yeah. That is a 15 with hope to hit.
That hits.
Gives me a Slayer die, so I'm
Yep.
gonna hit him with my 2d8 plus the Slayer die plus 1. Which makes, okay, so not good enough. I can re-roll a 1 or a 2, which is what I should have done.
Oh my
When I
God.
rolled 1,
Yeah.
1, 2, I didn't use it.
Oof.
I'm using it now to re-roll this 2.
It's
It's
a
a
two.
redemption.
Can I re-roll it again?
Yeah.
Alright. That's a 6. So 8, 5, 6.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
Plus
all
one.
that. That is all that.
20 damage.
So, boom. You,
Dead.
from underneath a filing cabinet.
It's just a mace.
Yeah. A mace goes through the back of a filing cabinet, and the guy is like,
Pile of manila folders.
yeah. Explosion, a fluttering explosion of manila folders, like birds descend, like pigeons descending on a fountain in a park. Like as a mace shoots through the back of a metal filing cabinet and hits this guy in the chin because he's not looking down, and you just fucking knock him backwards and he is out.
Don't you hate paperwork?
And you guys, I think you would know that there's probably more people here, but
But the
I would
healing
think they
hands
might be
people are coming out.
intimidated.
well, there's stronger people. These were the front office people. But there are, I'm gonna say 8 people in the back, like rummaging around, trying to get out of, like coming down the hallway toward you, like looking at you, like concerned, like, what's
Like,
happening? Who are you?
We're rescuing you,
Who are you?
concerned citizen.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
Are they helicam? Do I helicam?
I mean, I don't even know that you would. How you? would.
Are you
Is Max
are you
there?
Helican?
Yeah, I work for Helican.
Do you know Max?
Yeah, why?
He's a friend.
I'm
Ooh, he doesn't have any friends.
I know.
So you don't exist?
I'm saying we're his only friends.
is Max
Wow.
among them?
You don't see Max.
Do you know where he is?
He took him downtown. He took him to the main office.
Well, then who was the fork following?
Oh, oops.
Fork sticks into the ground and pulls a part of like the linoleum away. You see there's actually just like a hidden room. He sticks his head up.
Max? I am going to attempt to act like I don't know him.
We are Max's friend. Who are you, Max?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
Max's friend. She doesn't know it.
Okay.
I am not going to
He
react.
sticks his head up and he looks fucked up.
Awesome.
I'm gonna run over and heal him.
I think I can use the rune ward without it being a thing, and you can heal me. Like I can use rune ward pretty much invisibly.
I'm gonna start a countdown
Oh shit.
Wow.
because you guys have people bearing down.
Okay.
So you guys have, with each action you take, we're going to take it down from 4 to, when it's 0, you're going to have more people.
I'm like, come on,
Okay.
go, 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 go.
Yes, we are. I'm going to use. Need transportation and. You know what? No, we don't. I'm going to use Rune Ward. I healed the 6 points of damage to Max quietly and invisibly. I'm going
Did you heal
to.
1d8 points of damage?
Yes.
Wow.
That's, I didn't even know you could do that.
Well, that was
I
the
should
other
know that, but I didn't.
Well, because I'm like
That's what I've been doing to heal my family.
I'm a
this
therapist,
whole
but
time.
all of mine are
Oh.
like
I have
heal
to do-
1 or 2.
I have to spend a hope.
Okay.
I have, and I think we're just going to turn around and get the hell out
Okay.
and assume that these people know what's good for them and are going to follow us.
So you can just be like, go.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to Max? Are you going to talk to him?
Um,
He's not looking directly at you.
I'm going to make.
Does he seem like he's getting ready to leave?
Yeah, he looks like he's dragging, but he has a little more pep in his step.
Essentially, he knows why I'm here and what's happened. Let's see.
Seems like a very good person to have owe you a favor.
Not sure he'd follow through on it, but I have pick and pull. Spirit, uncanny disguise. Who can we call to get a ride or some kind of enforcement?
I mean, can we just take him with us? Like,
Yeah.
and just run?
Yeah, I mean, we can all.
Just have the Helicant people scatter?
We're in kind of the. Fuck it. I'm gonna take my talk rock and order a car from Ardent.
Right as Morella's about to go to dinner.
I mean, it isn't necessarily Morella's car. So it's just a car. But we need something.
Yeah,
We are in
you can do that.
the mafia business's part of town.
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna do. And we are and you know what? I'm gonna conjure up my midnight spirit, which is a humanoid sized spirit that can move or do things, carry things for you until your next rest. And I'm just gonna have it grab an armload of stuff from the filing cabinet, and we are on our way.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, over. I got it. Okay. So, yeah, you guys, are you going to help him out?
I mean, we're
He-
taking him in our car with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't know if you were taking the car or if you were giving the car. The impression I got at the end of that was you guys were running.
Yeah. Well, I'm essentially calling an Uber to the place we're running to.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay,
This
okay,
will
okay.
assist in our
You're
escape.
free. Yes, I understand. So you guys are running down
And
the
I
street.
guess if he looks the worst, I'm gonna try to help get one arm. No, my midnight spirit
I
will
mean,
get one arm under him and
He healed
keep him keep
6
going.
hit points.
He's okay. I mean, he's surviving it. He's going to survive.
All right.
This is not deadly or dangerous at the moment. The danger primarily consists of the people who may approach. I think he's going to be like, we have to go. We have to move. Get out.
Yeah.
And you guys just pile in the car.
Yeah.
You guys run about half, or not half, really, 3 blocks, and then the car stops there, picks you up, and
And it's Dutch. We're like, no!
Marcus, would you? No kidding. So
There's
yeah.
room at the table for another person.
So you, yeah. If Race helicopter lands, Dutch gets out. He's not piloting it. He's piloting the pilot. No. You get in the car. A very ardent, very cool, very like professional, very reserved, very non-interfering guy is driving the car.
And
I really hope these people don't sue us.
we go.
I mean, I think if we just get out of this section of town, we're fine. So I feel like we can just go back home.
Yeah. And I guess we gave the Helicanth people the best chance we get. They got. We kind of dropped them off as soon as we're.
Well, I mentioned they scattered. They didn't go with you in the
Oh.
car.
Yeah.
So
that's-
just Max isn't there in the
Yeah,
car?
I think so.
All right.
He's definitely the worst off,
Awesome.
for sure.
Or should we take him to the dry cleaner?
Yeah. Take him to the drive.
You're going to Ruckus? Okay.
We're,
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm in the car with
You're
them.
going to
right?
go with the car?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
I mean, a filing cabinet fell on me.
Yeah.
Can I grab a bunch of files and take them with me when I
Yep.
run? All right.
Oh, I'm so proud.
You taught me well.
And I'm essentially, then I'm
And
gonna,
then Sybil starts eating the files.
They're just stuck to their.
I'm going to essentially kind of settle back quietly
Uh-huh.
so the driver cannot hear, say to Max, you owe me.
Hell, how did you get in there? What are you doing? Are you crazy? You have no idea how much trouble you just got yourself. You have no idea.
I never seem to have any idea. Because
They're the
I'm not
wildest of the wild cards, Nadezhda. They're the craziest of the crazy. They will not, they don't care.
How fortunate then that I have you on my team.
Are you sure about that?
I got you out, I can put you back in.
Make a presence roll.
While she's doing that, where's the fork now? The fork that was following
Yeah.
back?
Oh, it's like stuck to him. It's like magnetically attached to him.
Okay, can I get advantage if I dig it into him a little bit?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh
100%.
Fork torture.
So with presence, I'm going to use even the gods are afraid. I'm putting everything
Okay.
at this.
Okay.
God damn it. So that's 11 plus 2 is 13 plus 3 is 16 plus 1 is 19 plus 3 even the gods are afraid.
And I'm going to give you 5 prayer
22?
dice because I'm about to lose them at the end of the session anyway.
Okay. So
How much is a prayer die?
It's plus 1 each, so I'll give you plus 5.
So 50, so that's 20, 23, presents, 24.
Plus 5, right?
29.
I added the.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did? Okay, so he looks at you and he's like, fucking terrifying. Oh god. how are you this scary and competent and also apparently vanilla? I don't understand your balance of personality traits at all. Listen. Do you know why I was in there? I don't know what you know. Tell me what you know about why I was in there.
I know you were screaming.
Yeah, they were torturing me.
Yeah.
I have some knowledge that they want access to. I can't tell you because then they'll just come after you.
I have not benefited one. I cannot tell you how little benefit it is to not tell me things. Every single piece of trouble I have been in has been because people did not tell me things. So you need to tell me things.
He looks at you, he stammers for a second, and he tells you about Project Worldmind.
Project what?
Worldmind.
Awesome. I guess we cover that next time?
No, you guys already covered it.
All right.
He explains to you that this is like a project that Helikev is working on with that fungal stuff. That's what became rust.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't give you a ton of detail, but he tells you that something happened that made Helikev put it down.
What?
Blinks. He's like, I don't know how to describe it. Except to say that we were, maybe you could say it like, kind of like giving birth as a company? Does that make sense? We were making a new...
You're trying to say your company is a family?
What are
Because
you
that's
making?
Visage and Codex stuff.
It's not, you're not actually totally wrong. It's, yeah, a little like that, a little bit. It's dangerous stuff, man. I cannot emphasize this enough. The project was shut down because it's too dangerous to allow. What would happen, we don't know. We don't know.
You are giving birth to a person or a god?
God.
It is in the rust?
No, it's not in the rust.
It is a synthesis of the circuits and the rust?
No, that's just the hardware. It's just the hardware. We don't know. We don't know how it works exactly. We shut it down.
You did not. It is out.
No, we know what happened. We understand what. Look, we shut it down because we realized this was happening to us. We couldn't stop it from happening to other companies. We thought we would be the only ones. We thought we would have a new edge, and we didn't.
All the companies have
All of the companies were getting them.
the spirits, the surveillance spirits.
They're part of the same research. They're part of the system. They're part of the system. The whole setup. It's not the same exact thing, but it's similar. It's part of the surveillance. That is the whole operation.
Where is this god now?
We didn't do it. We put it down.
Killed God?
Well, yeah, sort of. We just chose not to birth it. But Ardent didn't. Ardent took it. Dutch gave them the information. He took all of that research. He gave it to them.
So, all companies have...
I don't know the specifics. I don't work there. I don't work on that side. I don't know more than I was told.
What did you know that they were trying to get out of you?
It's that. See, they knew something was up because stuff started happening to them too.
What kind of stuff?
They started to have a god. a new being, something really powerful, something beyond us. It happens the same way each time. There's like a avatar. It starts with an avatar. Like the corporate spirit of it.
Like the Visage and Codex mascot.
Yeah. A little bit.
Hey, that guy's so creepy. What is
Yeah.
he even supposed to be?
He's a big part of how this whole thing started, honestly.
The mascot?
Well, no, the whole Visitation Codex thing is they're just like, they're already kind of a religion, you know? They were taking this drug and like, yeah. Spend a fear. I have one left, chapter.
Gets shot in
this.
front of us.
I think that's exactly what happens. It's not because you said it. It's not because you said it. I think, one of the Helicamp people that you released is standing on a roof nearby, pulls out a gun, shoots him right in the fucking neck,
What happens to the fork?
falls.
No.
He's dead.
He's dead. Target Parker if you can.
Too bad, Chappie. Suck it.
The fork hits Sam.
Ow.
Okay. I'm going to knock on the window between us and the driver. And I think we go to the Prometheum.
Does the driver see the corpse in the back when you do that?
We get at Bernie's ass fucking.
I mean, I guess he also probably knew when someone shot a bullet through his window.
I think what you see is the window is down. Yeah. So it didn't shatter the window.
Well,
You needed a fork-proof glass.
The fork flies out of the car.
I'm back.
we go to Ardent and we tell them that we have captured another criminal who's part of the thing that moved the movement against them a few weeks ago. We turned the body into Morella. He's still useful. I am Vex. We make the best of a bad situation again and again. Do you agree?
Yeah, but I hope it doesn't take us all day to get back to the Prometheum like that one time.
I think we're gonna
So
end
I
with you
guess
guys
that's what I
being
do.
back home. So we're gonna keep going.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Oh, because I am gonna knock and say, take us instead of the dry cleaning store, take
Mhm.
us to.
The driver just sort of goes like a quick nod and just like, squeals out, takes a right instead of a left, and that's that.
I feel like you're going to have to find a new dry cleaner.
Oh, Lynn always appreciates good business. I look at my blood-spattered blazer.
Do they sell that horn polish? Because that stuff's great. It's still
Yeah,
shiny.
you guys are so shiny right now. Yeah, you guys arrived at the Prometheum. You have a dead body.
Okay,
Covered in
I'm gonna
blood?
text Morella.
Just just text her a
It is the
dead
middle
body
of the
emoji. Like,
I mean, okay, I guess I can turn him over to security forces. But I am gonna text Morella.
Yeah.
That's the person that I would click, take a picture of him.
Yeah.
This man, I'd go through his pockets. There's probably nothing. They've been torturing him.
No, there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
No.
Can I go through the files I took?
Yeah.
Are any of those useful?
Make a knowledge roll.
That's my worst stat I make. But
Oh.
it's a 14 with hope.
I'll give you 3 more.
It's a 17 with hope.
You get a name in a file talking about The fuck is going on with this guy? The fuck is happening? It's like almost like written in dialect. Let me give you a name real quick.
New NPC.
And we're one down.
No, it's Lelo
No.
Belacor. Leilo, Lelo Belacor. Billacore. Something. So there's like a file about like.
His name is literally Lay Low.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. You're welcome. That's right. I do this for you guys.
He's a gangster. He's part of the
He's
gangster.
one of the. He's a
mean,
member. He's a.
What the fuck is going on with this guy?
He,
According to the
some
file.
shit's happening to
Maybe
him.
he's
This
the
is
Avatar?
a couple months ago, a couple years ago, maybe. Like it doesn't have exact dates on it that you can track, but it's like it's older paperwork and it has just written down notes that are like, he got real strong. What the fuck? He got real big. What the fuck? Like, something's wrong with Laylo. Something's wrong with him. And like one's like, he just fucking died. Something happened.
Okay. I guess I text Morella. Let her.
Bunch of tombstone emojis.
Great news.
Text her. I have the dead body of a Helicanth employee that attempted to take over Ardent during the terrorist attack in an Ardent car with me. We are outside the Prometheon. He was shot by another Helicanth employee. I believe he had information to give us. I can give you some of that information. I expect a reward for this. Period.
Money bag emoji, money bag emoji.
I think she's just like, I'll meet you at the office in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
And
Well-
about 10 minutes later, a helicopter arrives.
Oh,
She has such good luck with those. All right.
She can't afford it. And it lands on the roof, and she says, "Come up."
I guess I have my midnight spirit. Bring the dead body of Max.
Yep. So you have a puppet of a dead body of your friend, former friend, who's just like, just literally just doing like either the thing from Beetlejuice with that guy who goes through the wall, or like what's the fucking name? I said it earlier.
Speaking of Bernie's.
We get a Bernie's, yeah.
Yeah, we're just like, oh, our friend had a little too much to drink.
Security is. They were watching you obviously when you arrived, but immediately they got a call from Morella, and they were like, they tried to bring you in when she arrives, and you just go upstairs to her office. You touch any buttons?
No.
They're watching you to make sure you don't touch any buttons.
You know what I do? I make it look like I'm maybe gonna touch one, but I don't touch it. Like I'm just kind of stretching, like I might touch a button and then don't.
What do you do?
I am
Touch
arranging
a
up
button.
the
Touch
file.
a button.
I'm gonna give it to Morel like a good little corporate slave. I'm
Nice.
like taking the ripped papers off my horns,
My
setting them
midnight
in the
spirit, by
manila
the way,
folder all neat.
has an armful of files and like puts it under her skirt.
Okay. So you guys are a fucking shit show, walking into her office, and she's just standing by the door, not like by the elevator door, not near her desk. She's just like, she looks, she's wearing like a robe, like a nightgown, not a nightgown. I'm sorry, what do you call it? A house coat.
Mhm.
And like
I like
she,
the coat.
thanks. What the fuck is happening? What you guys? It is so late.
Yeah, we rescued like a lot of Helicanthe people.
Oh my god,
We
there's
broke into Athenion.
okay.
Here's some stuff
What is this?
from Athenion. I don't know. Maybe it's important.
And we also have this body.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that? I guess leave it here.
Yeah, we were gonna give it to you.
Enjoy
The
it.
file says Lalo Velacor is dead.
Oh shit! The boss's son is dead.
Who?
And apparently, this guy, before he croaked, knew something about Project Worldmind.
Absolute science.
But he didn't get a chance to tell us what it was.
That's the third not one.
Stop using that die.
If it is a lucrative project, we would like to be part of it.
You already are.
What a relief.
What do you know about Worldmind?
He didn't have a chance to tell us anything other than the name.
Make presence roll, Sam.
Oh. But he just did it.
And I'm gonna spend a hope.
She was trying to do something to you guys.
Oh hell yeah! So that is
Ooh.
24
24.
with hope.
All right. Good. No. It's probably useless. All we know about that stuff is they screwed it up somehow. I don't know. They got it wrong. You said that Will's dead.
That's what the papers say.
Yeah, he started having weird symptoms and getting real big, and then he died.
Yeah, that's like a side effect of like one of the things that. Anyway. Thank you. Who is your friend?
This man?
How did you end up with this person? Why were you there?
He's probably the dry. He goes to the same dry cleaner that I do.
And you know they're both Vexans, so they're bonded over that. Like a
That's
shared.
expensive.
I'm just
No,
saying.
no, it's
You know, sometimes when you're an expat and you meet someone else from your home country, there's like a shared cultural heritage.
Max
had a
was
little-
not from the old country. You all catch that she gives a name and direct knowledge. She slipped. That was that not one. She was trying to be smooth.
So just woke up.
So where was he from?
No, he's like from here. His family's from Vex. But they've been here for a long time.
He did not say that. What's his family?
I didn't hear.
What is it? What's his family?
Oh no, they're just like some random farmers. I don't know.
I want to give them condolences when I see them in church. Come on.
Sure, it's there's like she like thinks for a second. She's like Benasta.
Do we know Max's last name?
I never did.
Nasta Kilar, I think. Khioar. That's his mom's family. They were like kind of wealthy in Ovex. Like, I don't know why I'm telling you all this stuff. Why am I telling you this stuff? Cordelia's not here. She can't even like can't blame it on that.
Yeah, you know, we're friends.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, where should we put the body?
Where it is fine. Leave it on the floor. I'll have it.
Right.
Is there like a reward for this stuff?
No reward.
Who's the people who tried to take over?
And we gave you a bunch of intel.
You have a trial still. I have to remain impartial.
What about if we win the trial, we get a little bit more than we would have otherwise?
Yeah, I'll give you some ice cream. Okay?
Accept it.
Okay.
She hands at his hand.
She shakes your hand
I'm
earnestly.
not on trial. Can I get something?
What do you want?
I don't know.
Ice cream?
What do you want to give me?
Do you want ice cream? I'm sorry, it's really late, you guys. What do you... One,
Wait,
nobody's allowed to know this happened.
it's really
Okay.
late. Can I go into her office? Are the invisible walls down?
They're not done. No, they're part of the office. Like, you guys are in her office. Like,
Mhm.
you're just standing by the elevator.
Okay.
Like, near the security alcove, basically.
Anything? I don't. Okay, I put Max down.
You guys have to promise that you will not say anything. Especially not before the trial.
Yeah, I mean, if we lose the trial, then all bets are off. But
If you lose the trial, you're not going to have a chance to say it. Got it? Takes the file from you. You like the outfits?
oh, they're so nice. And do you see my horns?
Yeah, they look really shiny.
Right.
Yours too. You look really shiny. It's a good look on you. Dig it.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, we should probably go.
Nadezhda,
Yes,
you should check on the food.
Yeah,
I have been trying to.
awful lot of Vexens disappearing in the past 2
You
days.
should check on your family more. In a different way than going to their house. Ask friends. Something's up with them. Okay? That's your reward.
It's my what?
Reward. Thank you for your service.
Anytime.
Now leave.
So, do I like contact your office about the ice cream, or
He shoves you into the elevator.
I guess we go home and call it a night.
Yeah? Alright, then we're gonna end the session there. Alright, so we're gonna go from this to our after show. We're gonna run a real quick after show. We're running so over tonight. But we'll do a quick after show. You guys, everybody stick around. We're gonna transition over in just a sec. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope everybody had a good time. A fun last minute surprise of combat. And if you want to chat with us, you want to hang out, want to ask questions or whatever, stick around.